told you to watch your mouth, man. You better watch your mouth, boy. Yeah, you know what time it is. Yeah, back up in your ass with another late night show. Some real proper lie. Like we always do about this time. Yeah. What up, Kurt? Becky Town. God bless you, Becky. God bless you. I wonder where Gunsmoke is. Damn. Contemplating my shit life. What up, Philly boy? Classy girl. Yeah, you've been coming around. I appreciate that. Yeah. What up, Mark? Yeah, we having a blessed night. Yeah, it's real blessed on this Saturday night. Yeah. Get your ass back to work, boy. What'd you say? And I'm giving my like as always. Yes, thank you, man. Yeah, hit that like button, boy. Hit that like button. Yeah, it sounds kind of wrong, don't it? Makes you feel weird. What up, Biggie? I think it was a 2-letter name, but regardless, peace and blessings to you all, my man. Which is Assalamu alaikum? Alaikum salam to your ass, boy. Just have a seat and hit the like button, man. The show's about to begin. You understand? Yeah. Philly boy, gifted memberships. Yeah. Alaikum salam. My bacon smelling fine. Tony Silo's in the house. Damn. Showed up on time, too. Shit. Must be a boring ass night, huh? Nobody's live? Yeah, alright. Jane Creek, dude! She's on time, too. What the hell's going on tonight? What is going on out there? Anyway, thank you for being here. I am your host. Used to have the most. Gonna smoke the Dom. For the next couple of hours, we're gonna be talking some shit. I'm gonna drop a link in case somebody wants to come on and tell us some stories or have a nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Benny Bingo. Benny Bingo's been coming around. I don't think he's too fond of Pizza Man. He was blowing 62-year-old McDonald's employee. I hope he was the manager at least. No? 62 years old. I hope you're the manager. It's better than staring at pricks for $10 an hour like some other people did, you know? You got to start somewhere. It's sad, man. Sad out there. It's a sick world. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? I got these cheeseburgers, my Jets fanboy. All right, listen. Somebody grab that link because there's nothing to talk about. I searched the news. Nothing worth talking about. They're still jagging off in the news to this Putin-Trump meeting, you know. I still keep seeing clips of the walk up to the stage with Putin and Trump. They're walking the red carpet, and then the friggin' B-52 or the B-2 bomber flies over with the F-35 Raptor jets escorting their ass and shit, or F-22 Raptors, whatever. Flying a strategic bomber over Putin's head. And Putin looked up like, oh, what is this? What is this shit? And I think Trump whispered in his ear something slick like, they're here for your protection. And then I think Putin joked back at him like, oh, no, I don't need protection. You need protection. Or whatever the fuck he said. Nite. Anyway, I thought that was really good optics, man. because I don't think Putin was expecting that. How dare you? How dare you do something like that? Only Trump would do something like that. Fly a bomber over a foreign head of state's fucking head. And if you notice, they had the fighter jets on the tarmac as like a backdrop for the stage and shit. Nice little decoration and shit, some fighter jets. But they purposely covered up the missile silos and everything else, the gun turrets, because you're not allowed to have any weapons pointed at a head of state, a foreign head of state. That's disrespect. Can't point no sword, no gun, no missiles. Yeah. But Putin looked up and saw that bomber. He said, "Oh shit! What did Trump do to me?" You know. So only Trump would do that. Anyway, I thought, I keep seeing it and I love it, man. That's historic, man. That's great. Fact, Trump hit him with that quote exactly. Is that what he said? Yeah. I mean, that's what I would say. I'm like, yo, they're here for your protection. Don't worry. Break his balls a little bit, Like, you know where the fuck you at right now? You're on a American air base on American soil. You're mine, you little bitch. I say when you fucking leave. That's basically what Trump was telling him in a subtle way. Like, you see that? You know, you don't fuck up around here. We mean business. That's basically what Trump was telling him. There isn't no douchebag from Scranton or fucking Delaware. You're dealing with an asshole born in New York City during its heyday, all right? He showed him the fucking power of the American military flying over his head. If he wanted, he could take him out. That was a message, a warning, a Sicilian message. Trump gave Putin a little friendly reminder. That's exactly what it was. That's right, Philly. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Like, look what I just did. I'm crazy enough to do this, you stupid son of a bitch. Unpredictable. Kept him on his toes. Maybe even rattled him a little bit. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker just flew a fucking bomber that just bombed one of my allies fucking a month ago and took out their nuclear facilities. Now, all of a sudden, he's flying it over my fucking head too. The balls. Yeah. Mr. President, we were just talking about you, Mr. President. Congratulations on your peace talks. I hope they go well. I hope you get peace on earth. Even Hillary said you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. If you don't get one, the system is rigged, all right? Thank you, Mr. President. We appreciate you. It's the police move. Like, I'm handcuffing you for yours and my protection. Yeah. Basically show them who's in control here. Remember where the fuck you at. You know? Gotta say, first time I ever seen Putin look a little shook or maybe intimidated. Yeah. The way he looked up, like, what the fuck? He was not expecting that. The symbolism in that is going to last 100 years, man. And if Trump ever goes to Moscow and shit for continued peace talks, I have a feeling Putin's going to pull the same move on him. He's going to put some Su-35s, Su-37s up there, flying over their fucking meeting and shit. Just as a little dig back. Maybe not. I don't think Trump should go to Moscow anyway. They don't deserve it. Not while this war's going on. Maybe after they make peace. That'd be cool. I feel like it really might happen this time, man. This war might be done. We'll see. Hopefully by next month, October, whatever, shit's over with. And we could have a nice birthday show on this channel. You all better show up, all right? I'm reaching a milestone this year, and it's very scary. I'm going through my midlife crisis right now. Sometimes I have bouts of flashes and images of the past. My whole life passed me by, and we're losing people, and I'm watching my neighborhood change before my eyes, watching society crumble, watching human decency go down the shitter. Anyway, let's not get negative. It's still early in the show. We don't want to get too negative. I read something today about positive thinking. You can't control the universe. The only thing that you can control in the universe is your mind, and fucking having positive thoughts. You can shape your reality based on your thoughts. That's a powerful thing, man. I'm not explaining it like those professor assholes explain it, but I got the message. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not good at articulating myself because I got a speech impediment and, maybe some brain degradation or some shit. I don't know. I've been through hell. RIP JFK. They called JFK a junkie? Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see Stalin. Let's hear his record. Mid-October, Tony. Second week of October. Yes, sir. Remember way back JFK went to Russia and got clowned? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. They called him a gringo? I did not know that. Team Pizza had a terrible week. That's always good. Yeah, no, it's great. Good. Hopefully it gets worse. There is no Team Pizza no more. That's it. That's done. It's a joke. Come on. Guy's bragging about his views. I check his views. He's got like fucking 500, 600, 700. Like, bro, you're not doing. I'm getting basically the same numbers, bro. And you're not even monetized. So what are you bragging about views for? You don't even get paid for the fucking views. So shut up. Fucking moron. Asshole had to find this community. I mean, imagine you just doing your show and shit, then some douchebag watches you and feels like, oh no, fuck you, I deserve it. It's me, I got a story. I want money. I want it. I want your viewers. And they just come around, start their shit, talking shit, and these people actually watch. Make them a big star. And you deal with their bullshit for the next fucking 4 years of them running their fucking mouth. Imagine that. Nothing could ever be perfect, yeah. I guess that's life. Jesus Christ. Daniel Berry, where the hell you been, man? Holy shit. Daniel Berry in the house, my man. Tony Pizza should be a carny boy at the shore. Exactly. That's what he was meant to be. But people don't want to accept their fucking roles in life. Just be a carny and shut the fuck up, man. You get to travel like a nomad. You set up shop. You do the fucking amusement park thing. And then you end up in a dumpster somewhere in Colorado or some shit. I don't know. Fuck off. Stumbling onto Peach's channel must be shocking. No, no, no. He stumbled on. Well, yeah. If you're a random viewer and you stumble onto that shit, yeah. You know your life went to shit when you stumble upon that. See, I didn't go stumble upon him. He stumbled upon me, that piece of shit. I was minding my fucking business. I didn't care that he existed at all. I wish I was turning 40 smoke. You're still a youngster. I got 14 years on you. Where did the time go, Philly? So you got to enjoy the fucking big bad 80s and 90s, huh? I got to enjoy the 90s, but I missed half of the 80s. I only remember the later half, like 88, 89, if I'm lucky. Yeah. Might even remember some shit from 1986, you know what I'm saying? Just random shit. Yeah. I remember I was in a baby crib. We had one of those little small TVs that sat up in the corner, like in the corner ceiling. I remember it was nighttime and I woke up and I remember seeing David Letterman on that motherfucker. Yeah, they had David Letterman in that bitch. Smoke real talk. He needed his doctor to give him a shot and all. What? Who you talking about? Oh, Putin? You talking about? Oh, you talking about JFK? JFK had like back problems and shit. All right, he was doing too much fucking. He was only in his early 40s, but when you spent the past 25 years fornicating, pounding pussy for fucking day in day out, it takes a toll on your back, your knees, your hips. So he was having trouble with his legs and shit. He was getting sickly there. That's why he looked like shit. What was he, only 44, 45 years old? He had those bags under his eyes, talking about ever, with those fucking, those liver spots all over his fucking face and hands. Ever. We must not let Cooper, ever. Whatever the fuck he was saying. Moochie! Smoke, the 80s and 90s were great. Yeah, compared to now, this society nowadays, people are shitheads who walk outside. Shitheads. Shit. Those motherfuckers who got to be rich in the 90s, man, they had a great time, man. Luxury. Society was normal. Things were affordable and shit. Food was good. Food tastes like shit now. Wendy's went to shit after Dave Thomas passed away in 2003, man. It took him a while, but it takes one corporate cocksucker to take over the company to fuck it all up. They even changed the barbecue sauce. Can't even enjoy the nuggets anymore. They had some decent nuggets. They destroyed everything. Bastards. Might as well not even eat no more. Sometimes I just don't feel like eating. What are you going to eat? Shit. Fucking Popeyes. You got to take out a loan just to order a fucking number 3 from Popeyes. You got to take out a loan from a bank somewhere. God forbid you want a soda with the fucking meal too. That's separate. It's like a down payment on a fucking car to order a fucking chicken meal. In all honesty, the society is scary. Our country's future looks bleak. Yep. If I live to a ripe old age, by the time I'm getting ready to check out, fucking, this country's gonna be unrecognizable. It's gonna all go to shit. Social Security's not gonna be there. It's gonna be kill or be killed, man. It's gonna be like the Terminator movie, the future of the Terminator movie. The whole fucking country's one big junkyard. AI fucking robots fucking people and doing whatever. Robots gonna phase everybody out. Robots gonna do everything now. They don't need your ass no more. Well, at least I got to see the last of the good days. I got to see Trump become president twice, and I got to see the rise of the internet. Got to see the best Hollywood movies in the 80s and 90s, 2000s. The best music. Yeah, yeah. We had it all. Son of a bitch. Now you can't even find a decent movie no more. Everything is shit. It's not even worth it to go to the movies. Everything's overpriced. Fuck that. $50 for a medium popcorn and a soda pop and one ticket. Forget about bringing your kid or your girl or whatever to fucking movies. You'll spend $500 to go see some shit movie for 2 hours. That's some woke joke, virtue signaling bullshit movie that sucks. Shit graphics. I don't even know what happened to the graphics, man. We were improving on the graphics there from the 90s to the early 2000s. We were doing good with the graphics, man. They were getting better and better, and then we just went to took a big shit. Now you go watch a Jurassic Park movie. It's like watching a fucking cartoon. You mean to tell me in 1992 when they fucking produced the first movie and made it look real and believable and serious, and now these fucking dinosaurs are blue and they got feelings and we got human emotions and they might as well just fucking talk. I don't know who's running that fucking Jurassic Park goddamn series there. I want a gritty, dark, grimy fucking Jurassic Park. Take it back to the essence. Put the fucking fear of God into these people again. You see a fucking T-Rex, you show respect. You see a Velociraptor, you show respect, motherfucker. That shit should scare the shit out of you. Not some fucking blue cartoon fucking, "Oh, look at the T-Rex, he farted." Nah. Gotta bring back the splendor and the majesty that was the first movie. Just think about the goddamn orchestra that put that friggin' score together for that fucking movie. I don't even think that guy's alive no more. Can't even get a good orchestra together no more to put down some fucking good soundtrack for the movie. Now you got shit. Got some douchebag that went to NYU fucking with his AI app making you a fucking soundtrack for your shit movie. Back then they had fucking Mozart and fucking might as well had fucking Mozart back in '92 making that fucking soundtrack. I mean that's fucking beautiful, man. That shit stands the test of time. And that bullshit in Titanic too. They got that Irish girl, ooh, fucking all that bullshit. That shit stands the test of time too. They knew how to make a fucking orchestra back then. Even fucking Independence Day, you don't think about it because there's so much action going on, but you got fucking some asshole playing the trombone and the fucking flute, fucking blowing their ass off. Pause. Into that fucking flute. Some douchebag on a violin, fucking getting arthritis from playing their fucking heart out on the goddamn strings. Now they got fucking Pitbull on the soundtrack for a Gotti movie. Pitbull. Forget about a fucking orchestra for some fucking gangster fucking Godfather fucking theme or something. No, we're not gonna go with a theme. We're just gonna get some Dale Dale Mame Huevo fucking bullshit. Some Guada Guada shit for the Gotti soundtrack. Featuring Pitbull. Real fucking bright idea. Yeah. Real fucking bright idea. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. I just went on a negative rant there. We gained one viewer. What up, Sal? You like when they blow that trombone, boy? What up, dog? What are you talking about? A new Gotti movie? No. We're talking about the old one. I'm just shitting on it, man. That's all. I like the first one. Armando Sante, man. Even fucking, well, that was HBO. See, they know what to do. They put a score in. They had a fucking orchestra. Goddamn Highway of Kings. King's Highway, boy. Travolta sucked. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Probably one of his worst roles, worse than that fucking Klingon movie he did. What was that shit? Battlefield Earth or some shit. Remember that shit? Fuck that movie. HBO what? Oh yeah, they picked good actors. Yeah, they recycled those pricks for The Sopranos too. I never understood the hate. It wasn't Lord of the Rings, but I thought it was still really good. The CGI was top notch. What movie are you talking about? What up, Dwayne? Are we discussing how bleak our future looks? God damn it, Bella. Good to see you, Bella. Put respect on the pterodactyl. Did you know about that, boy? Did you know that pterodactyls were not technically dinosaurs? They were flying lizards that look like birds. Oh, you talking about Warcraft bullshit? Nah, man. I didn't want to watch that bullshit. Nah. If you're gonna watch something like that, just watch Lord of the Rings, man. We don't do no what's that shit called? Harry Potter shit. We ain't doing none of that Harry Potter shit, and we ain't doing no World of Warcraft. You stick to Lord of the Rings, all right? That's a good story, and they gave you closure. Most importantly, they gave you closure at the end. They didn't waste your time for 7 years like the friggin' directors of The Sopranos, fucking Terrence Williams and some other douchebag, David Chase. You know what would be a great idea for the season finale? After 7 years of watching Tony fucking commit crimes and fornicating and murdering, and the feds building up a case and shit, wasting hours of these people's lives every fucking Sunday for fucking 7 years on end. You know what would be a great ending for that type of show? Let's just fucking cut to black in the middle of a fucking scene and, let's hold off on the credits for at least a good 15 seconds. Let people think that their cable box went out at the fucking best part of the show. Let's not give them any closure at all. Let's just leave a fucking big question mark for the rest of their lives on their favorite show. Fucking assholes. Don't you ever compare Sopranos to Boardwalk Empire. At least they gave you closure. Shit. Who'd he called? He's got a duck for you to choke. What? Sh- Oh, you're talking to Dwayne. Yeah. Go ahead and choke his duck, Dwayne. Thank you, Biggie. Master of puppet. Word on the streets. Shut the fuck up, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You're out of here, pal. Get him out. There will never be another Lord of the Rings. No, there won't. No. Even if they tried, the graphics would look like shit now. Those graphics look good back then, man. And we're talking about 2001 here, right? 2002. Some of the greatest years of my life. I wish I could go back to those days. Wasn't very fond of the year 2000. It was a shitty year. Sky looked like shit back then in year 2000, and music sucked. There was nothing going on in 2000. I think I had summer school that year too. 2001 was the shit, man. 2002 was the best. 2003 was just as good. 2004 was fun, man. 2005, I started seeing the writing on the wall. 2006, we still living it. 2007 was a great, beautiful fucking year. We had fun still. 2008, we still having a little bit of fun. It was coming to an end. 2009, still having fun, coming to an end. 2010, eh. Nah, yeah, 2010, it was dying on down real quick, boy. And then 2011, 12, 13, maybe 13 was like the last good year. 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. After that, everything was shit. It's been shit ever since for the past decade. It's been shit. Anyway, we're getting negative. Who's bringing up the future, man? Stop talking about this shit or the past. Now, I was talking about something earlier. Now I got thrown off track, man. Talking about this bullshit. Sinners was awesome. Easily the best movie I've seen in years. Sinners? Who's in that, man? Yeah. Who's in that bullshit? All right, we're scrolling up here. Put some respect on the T-Rex name, son. The greatest dinosaur that ever lived, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ever since I was a child, I loved the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's a magical beast that existed, you know? When you see the skeleton in person, it's kind of disappointing, you know? Yeah, it's big, but it's not as big as you think, you know? Maybe with fucking flesh and muscles on it, yeah, maybe it was an intimidating looking motherfucker. I'm sure it was. You wouldn't want to be standing in front of that motherfucker. But, you know, you think the skeleton's bigger than what it really is in person, you know? They're very slender and shit. They're not some big, robust fucking elephant walking around, you know? It's got a very slender, sleek kind of shit going on. You know? It's not robust, rotund, ubesque. What up, Carmine? Burger King, swear to God, 2 meals and an 8-piece chicken nugget, $29.50. Tree fitty. Damn. Nah, it's no joke, man. They're saying the price of chopped meat went up too. Chopped meat used to cost you $6, some shit. Now it costs you $23. They want to blame Trump. These are the after effects of Biden, all right? I'm blaming Biden for this shit. You blame Trump for everything, we're going to blame Biden because there's a lot to blame Biden for. And it's not like we haven't been dealing with this type of shit for the past few years. We've been dealing with inflation and high prices for everything since Biden took over. So don't give me the fucking babe in the woods routine here, all right? Can somebody grab the link so I can stop talking? I don't want to hear myself talk right now. I'm annoying myself. I don't even like my own views right now, all right? I don't even want to hear my mouth running right now. Somebody grab the link and get on here and talk. Let's hear your fucking opinions. Get this asshole out of here. Get him out. You're going to play with the T-Rex? That's what you think. You think it's a fucking joke. Why don't you close your eyes and imagine what that thing looked like in real life, all right? 45 feet long. At least 10 to 12 feet above the ground, above your ass. Filled with razor sharp teeth. Some the size of fucking bananas. Shaped like them, too. Built for tearing flesh. And a strong jaw for crushing bone. Yeah. Yeah. It's got the Hooters arms. Where do you think Hooters got his friggin' arms from? He's related to a dinosaur, right? Good to see you, BB. Smokey, you might want to do subscriber mode, but it looks like the scumbags are out on a Saturday night. I know, but that's what they want. And then I get a comment the next day, hey man, I was blocked in your chat because you went subscribers only. Some people haven't been subscribed for too long, you know? God damn it. All right, hold on. You think I need this shit? You think I need this shit? Let's see. Mark, I hope you're friggin' subscribed, pal, for a while. We'll try. We'll try 1 week, huh? See if that solves the issue. I like to do 3 months. That usually solves it, but I get complaints. God damn it, Mark. All right. Smoke fact, that thing will swallow your boy after one bite. Yeah, it's a horrible death, too. You saw the first Jurassic Park. Anyway, I wanted to get into some space alien shit, but I didn't have time to read about it. He fought in a war. I don't know if you know that. Who did? Who fought in a war? Yeah, I don't know, Jane Creek. These people are assholes, man. I don't know, Jane. These people are sick out there. Degenerate souls. That's what they are. All right, we're scrolling up here. Peter Jackson used to use a lot of practical special effects that will stand the test of time. That's the secret. That's what it's about, man. You can't rely on CGI for everything. CGI is meant to be like a touch up, man. You got to really build these fucking things, man. Life size. How do you think Jurassic Park still looks so good to this day? Because you're actually looking at a fucking thing that was actually built, not some fucking fake ass shit. It's pure greed because they know you assholes are going to go out there and watch the movie anyway because it's Jurassic Park. It's got a brand name. It's a franchise. They know they're going to make $1 billion, $2 billion on the movie anyway, so they don't give a shit. They'll put out whatever they want. Why invest money to make it look like a masterpiece, make it look great, and I'll really wow these motherfuckers? Let's just make this shitty cartoon and put it out there. It's a quick fucking $2 billion. Meanwhile, you're making $2 billion. Why not put the fucking money in there to make a great fucking movie? If I'm a director of a movie, I want my shit to be watched 100 years after I'm fucking dead. I want assholes to read about me on their fucking laptops, whatever the fuck they're using in 100 years, and look me up and look up my shit if I'm a friggin' Hollywood director. 100 years, assholes still talking about Charlie Chaplin. Motherfuckers. Alfred Hitchcock and shit. Make a movie, man. Make a fucking movie. Not this bullshit. Yeah, you know who'd be a good guy to play Angelo Ruggiero? Let's get that fucking British guy from Deadwood. You know the show Deadwood? Yeah, well, let's make him the underboss. Horrible actor for that role. I said a lot of things that can get a lot of people in a lot of trouble. I don't even think they gave him a script. They were just ad-libbing. I mean, that's horrible. They got Neil Delacroce explaining to fucking John Gotti all the 5 boroughs. We're going to need the guys from Staten Island and the Bronx and Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan and Long Island and Staten Island and upstate. And they come in from all over, John. Fucking bullshit, man. You got to make a movie, make a fucking movie. Don't make a fucking movie at all. Getting tired of these actors now. They don't even cry in the movies. They fake cry. They got no tears. Motherfucker, I don't care what you have to do, all right? Put ice picks on his balls and make him cry for this scene. I don't give a shit. God damn it. Nobody's watching Goodfellas in 100 years. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I think it's part of the friggin' Library of Congress, too. It's preserved for historical significance and shit. A lot of movies are going to be remembered. Songs, too. Tupac Shakur's in the Library of Congress. Did you know that? For a song, Dear Mama or some shit? You didn't know that, did you, boy? Bram Stoker's Dracula? Yeah, that was the best one. With Keanu Reeves, that was the best one. Every other Dracula after that was bullshit. I didn't watch the new Nosferatu either. That shit. I don't like watching that type of shit. I don't like Nosferatu, boy. What up, Brian? You think the robots are going to watch it? Yeah, the robots know all about it. The robots don't need to watch it. They already know the whole fucking movie. This guy's praising a lot of everybody. We'll give it a 9 out of 10 with Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Coppola. Being a 10 and 10. You Francis Ford Coppola boy. Clever girl. I've said that shit before. That's a classic scene right there. Fucking Australian guy hunting velociraptors and shit, thinking he got the drop on it. He should have known out of all of them. He should have known better. The raptor came from the side. He said, clever girl, before it fucking ripped him to shreds and fucking ate him alive. He cried like a bitch when he died, too. As the fucking velociraptor ate him alive. I guess you would, too, wouldn't you? Oh, you like True Blood? I forgot about that shit. Motherfuckers watching that shit 20 years ago. I didn't watch that shit. I remember that was a big deal. I never watched that bullshit. It's very hard for me to give new shows a chance. We're still scrolling up here. God damn it. Where's Kevin Wu? I don't know. He's enjoying his Saturday night. I think Saturday night he has see, it's not working. I gotta put more time on it. Hold on. Weirdo low lives, man. Weirdos. I mean, they got no fucking lives. Scumbags, man. Scumbags of the world. Should not have access to the internet. They should be involuntarily committed. It's bingo night for Kevin Wu Saturday night, maybe. I heard Afeni Shakur sued Diggity Daz back up in your ways for like 100 million, but Daz made a deal and got 15% and still made millions. Yeah, Diggity Daz. He's he's sitting pretty right now, man. He got all his money that he was due from the lawsuits. She was suing him because he was putting out unreleased tracks from Tupac Shakur. Because, he produced a lot of songs for Tupac Shakur. And, Afeni was very protective over his music. You ain't going to be selling no Tupac Shakur music around here, boy, without her getting a cut and the estate. So it's business, He made a deal and he made good business. Now he's living in Atlanta, some shit, talking shit about Suge and, a whole bunch of shit. Thank you, Mark. Look at that, my man. He's still here with us. My man. Hold on, let me give you a heart, man. The only super chat of the night, huh? It's Viper watching from the bushes. Member for 32 months. Always watching from the bushes. Thank you, Viper Boy. And thank you, Mark. Damn, 32 months. What do you think about that? That's fucking 3 years. Holy shit. Is that an Italian flag? Italian boy. My man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you, Viper. 32 months. Damn. What up, DL? Yeah. Kevin studying up on calculus. I'm here to teach you calculus. Before I get deported, I'm going to teach you calculus. Daz was behind a lot of Pac's classics. Yes, he was. I think he was a better producer than Dr. Dre. Diggity Daz is underrated, man. A lot of hits he made. A lot of that shit that y'all be liking, man. On Snoop's album, everybody thinks Dr. Dre produced that shit. He maybe produced one or two songs, that motherfucker, man. It was old Diggity Daz and DJ Quick and fucking other assholes in the studio, making those beats. Ain't no goddamn Dr. Dre doing that shit. That's why when Pac got out of jail in 95, he was mad, man. It's like, I just got signed to death row, man. I'm trying to work with Dr. Dre and he ain't doing shit, man. Taking 2 years to do one song and shit. When he put out a song back then, it was popping, it was a good song. But if you take it 2-3 years to do one song, that's some bullshit. Pac wasn't going for that shit, man. Pac goes in the studio, he wants a beat on site, ready to go. Or you make the beat in front of him, man, and he'll tell you how to fucking make it. He used to beat up producers for not playing the fucking beat the right way. I don't know what Dr. Dre's problem was, man. Maybe he ain't that talented. But yeah, no, Diggity Daz was producing all that shit. All the hits that you love. Snoop Dogg ain't no fun. Tupac Shakur, fucking Ambitions of a Rider. All that shit. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Viper. Look at that. Heather got it. All right. You know how I feel about those memberships, man. And thank you, DL. The Quiet Front got it. You know how I feel about those memberships, guys. Thank you very much, man. Keeping those memberships alive, boy. Thank God, man. Thank God. It's been a rough week this week. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm getting scared. Getting fucking scared. Cocaine. Everybody listen to that bullshit. He had one good song with Pac, though. Fortune and Fame. That was a good song. The unreleased version. When Cocaine really singing like, that bullshit. You heard that shit? That was Cocaine on the song, man. Thank you, Mark. Yes, you did, brother. I think you did. You influenced these people to. Oh wait, Gunsmoke needs to survive the ghetto. I forgot. Gee golly whiz. God forbid. Thank you, Mark. Can't survive off chicken bones. Just pulled out some tater tots from the oven. Tater tots? She got ketchup, boy. Dip those in ketchup with some barbecue. What you doing, boy? Tater tot, boy. Better not have no goddamn garlic aioli fucking dip or some shit. Yeah, but some fucking barbecue back then, what? Cocaine was a little bit smoother. Nah, you gotta go hear the song, man. Hear the OG version of "Fortune and Fame" by Tupac Shakur, featuring Cocaine, and you hear how he sings on that shit back in '96. Man, he was on some bullshit. That's why he didn't make the fucking official fucking release. Just salt, but you got ketchup for me? Was it a diss? I'll show you ketchup. Come here. What are you trying to diss me? Was that a subliminal diss? Shouts to Steve, man. My man Sven in the house with the AccuWeather forecast live from Denmark. Today, Sunday, August 17th, the year of our Lord 2025. It's a high of 70 degrees, a low of 59. Sunny till at least 3 p.m. Your temperature over there stays pretty steady, man, for weeks now. For fucking weeks on end, you got 79. No, excuse me, 70, 69. Doing pretty good over there, huh? Beautiful weather. Must be nice. One of my friends was just in Amsterdam. I don't know if that's around your way. He said, yo, Amsterdam is awesome, man. He loves Amsterdam. Fucking Amsterdam. God damn it. Better be Heinz ketchup, boy. We stay on point like Stacey Adams. Yeah. You be listening to that bullshit. All right, let's scroll up here. Hold on. I'm going to have to read the news. Nobody's grabbing a link tonight. Maybe Tony Buick's mad again, huh? When he spews propaganda, you better listen, all right? He doesn't like that you're resisting it, that you insult him over it. He doesn't like that. Smoke, where is the weird Canadian dude that tries to talk like he just got off the plane from France? That guy reminds me of white chicks here acting like they are Mexican. Oh yeah, I know what type of broads you talking about. Yeah, yeah. Let me think about that. Hold on. Where is he? That's a good question. He lives in the swishy part of town, so I don't know, man. He might be getting himself into some trouble. It's gonna be trouble. I don't know, man. Wherever he is, he's not wearing a t-shirt. I'll tell you that much. It's still summertime. Might still be hot up there. I don't know. He ain't wearing no t-shirt, so he's easily identifiable by his communist tattoos. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's talking, rubbing his nipples somewhere. I don't know. Sometimes people come on the show and the chat pisses them off, and they take a break. I tell my guests, don't read the chat, please. Do not read the chat. Never mind the chat. Chat saying nice things about you. Just don't even pay attention. YouTube is oversaturated with bitchy broads. Welcome to the internet. Looks like a hurricane might be coming up the northeast this next week. I heard it's going to be off the coast, though. It's not going to make landfall, but it's going to make some rough surf out there. We'll probably have some rainy days and shit, but nothing crazy. But it's a category 5 right now. So if it were to make landfall, that'd be fucked. Oh, 500 miles. Damn. Amsterdam's 500 miles. Motherfucker. What are you in the mountains or some shit? Let's all meet up in Amsterdam. Woo! What do you think about Becky and I starting our channel? You gonna start a channel? All right. Shit. Just be prepared for the assholes. It's a sick world on the internet. Smoke, where's the weird? Oh, I already read that. Fuck. Show some tater tots of somebody's ass. This is a nice chat, I have to say. Becky, Dwayne, Steve, etc. That's right, boy. And always super correct. Yeah, we got some smart people out here. They know a few things, you know. Smart people, good people, special people, beautiful people, strong people, smart people, talented people. Thank you, Mark. All right. I'm dropping a link again. Don't deny me 3 times. Jesus was denied 3 times, all right? He didn't like it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, it is. Are we proper around here? I don't know. Are we proper? I never been conceived as proper. Never ran a proper show. That's why I struggle to get new subscribers. Yeah, proper, huh? Now you're blowing smoke up my ass. This ain't nothing proper around here, boy. Who's proper? Okay, she said thank you. Maybe that's kind of proper. All right. We're polite. When I used to go to Le Mans, France, it was about 1,000 miles. Le Mans, France is 1,000 miles away from Amsterdam. Sacre bleu. I almost feel bad when I say insanity. What? Ishmael wants ganja. Brian smoked. Maybe the French guy is busy puffing on a what? In that neighborhood, I don't know. He's got a gym membership over there. I don't know, and I don't know about that gym. He told some horror stories about that gym. You remember, man? I ain't got to repeat it. Maybe I don't know. It's Saturday night in the swishy part of town. You ain't got no shirt on. You're already speaking French and shit. Maybe I don't know. These things happen. Oh, from Denmark. All right. God damn it. Dwayne was kissing Hootie's ass in Gene's stream. No. Gypsy boy. What up, Gypsy? No, man. Yo, Dwayne. Yo, Dwayne. What's going on, man? You got a fucking problem, Dwayne? What do we tell you, Dwayne? Everybody else is an adult around here. They can watch whatever they want. All right. You can watch whatever you want too, but I don't need you fucking cheerleading over there for that asshole. All right. You don't need no fucking cheerleaders. What's up, Dwayne? Huh? Dwayne, what's up, man? Motherfucker, what's up? What happened, Dwayne? Say it ain't so, Dwayne. Huh? You told us you were with the acupuncturist in Puerto Rico. Eating Toto under the table. Did she really fucking even exist? We loved you like a brother, you motherfucker. And you fucked us all. What are we going to do with you, Dwayne? What are we going to do? you out there to keep an eye on Dwayne when he's in that fucking chat. Keep a real good fucking eye on him, all right? He even farts wrong. I want you to come tell me about it. You understand? God damn it, Mark. Oh, you like Unique Mecca Audio? Yeah. You keep going down that rabbit hole, man. You keep going in that rabbit hole, boy. You don't end up in this knee deep in shit. I guess Howie's good. Common sense says he's just busy working. Got a new shift or some shit. So he ain't got time for this shit right now. Buick is on Angel's show. We let it slide. Yes, we do. It's all right. Let him have his fun. I know he's in love over there. Let him be in love, you know? When fools rush in. He's a sucker for love. What are you going to do? That shirtless pick of Hootie had him head over heels. I guess that's what Dwayne likes, you know? Magilla Gorilla said he likes his tits too. So I don't know. What are you going to do? It's a new generation, man. I don't judge. I don't judge. Mooch and Johan are cuddling in the garage. Moochie, no. Moochie, no. Not Mooch. Not Moochie. Moochie's been smooching with my brother. Yeah. Dwayne's going to get a new suit for the new show for Becky Town and Bella. Mark, me smoke. I said something wrong, kid. I don't want to be neat. No, what'd you say? I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to fucking Dwayne. We're talking to fucking Dwayne all right here. Fucking Dwayne. Not you. We got a guilty conscience, Mark, huh? Thought I was talking about you? Huh? Are you in Hootie's chat fucking cheerleading? Fucking going Hootie hoo! All that bullshit? Huh? God damn it, Dwayne. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, all right. I don't know, man. Shut up, Dwayne. All right, we're gonna read the friggin' news. Wow, you guys gonna do this to me on a Saturday night, huh? We used to have fun on Saturday nights. Used to have a whole crew up here. Used to have 6 people on here, man. Son of a bitch. You do this to me? All right. Let's see some news then. Hold on. Gal Gadot says pressure to speak out against Israel caused the new Snow White movie to flop. No, your fucking Snow White movie flopped because you fucking went woke. You were woke virtue signaling in the movie. Nobody wants to fucking. People had enough of the woke. You guys took it too far. That's what happened. And you got a shitty lead actress in there that nobody liked. Anyway, they got some South Carolina teenagers arrested in a 16-year-old's murder. They arrested 9 kids. for this kid's murder. And it was over a girl. Stupid kids, man. You're 16, you think you're a man, you're out there fucking getting cutty, getting high, slaying that shit, listening to bullshit music, hyping you up. Can't control your emotions because you stupid and ignorant. Out there thinking you're going to be young forever and shit. Life ain't got no consequences. Think you're invincible and shit. That shit only happens in the movies, man. Yeah. 9 teenagers in South Carolina were arrested in a plot to lure a 16-year-old boy to his death. And even the victim's own girlfriend was in on the murderous scheme. You can't even trust your own girlfriend at 16 years old. You believe this shit? When I was 16, man, I had a beautiful fucking girlfriend. Had a wonderful relationship, man. She was beautiful and rich. Yeah. We had kinky sex. And, yeah, went to the Poconos and shit. We did everything, man. Yeah. It was a good childhood. Life ain't the same no more. Anyway, this guy's girlfriend plotted to have him killed. Trey Dean Wright, 16 years old, was found dead on June 24th with multiple gunshot wounds in Florence County, roughly 45 miles west of Myrtle Beach. Devon Scott Raper, that's his name, 19 years old, of Conway, is accused of fatally shooting Wright in an argument over a girl and was arrested the following day by Florence County Sheriff's Office. But officials said Raper didn't act alone. In the weeks since, 8 other teens have been nabbed for their alleged roles in a dark scheme and are now facing charges for setting up Wright and recording his death on video. Of course they had to record it on video. You know, why commit a crime nowadays in 2025 without recording yourself committing said crime? Why not? That's the cool thing to do, man. You got to record it, man. It's memories, man. Let's record a murder that we committed for memories, man. So let's upload it to Instagram. Fucking idiots. Morons. Metashtik. Born out of their mother's heads. Kill a young kid over some stupid girlfriend. Some high school bullshit. I mean, you don't shoot a motherfucker over some girl in high school. You fucking, you get into a fist fight over it. That was normal. You don't kill the fucking kid unless you in the hood. But these motherfuckers, they look like rednecks. They ain't from the hood. They're rednecks. These motherfuckers went to Alabama high school and shit in fucking Myrtle Beach somewhere. Anyway, in the week since, 8 other teens have been arrested for their alleged roles in a dark scheme and are now facing charges for setting up Wright. I already read that. Fuck. Anyway, they're naming these assholes. They're 17, whatever. His girlfriend, 17 years old, was charged with being an accessory before the fact for bringing Graper, we're going to call him Graper, who she knew was armed, to meet Wright and instigate a confrontation. So she wanted this guy to come over and fuck with her boyfriend, That's evil, man. That's vindictive shit. I think Vlad asked what's his name, Lord Jamar, on a recent interview. He said, "Who's more evil, women or men? Who's more evil?" Then he had to rephrase the question because that's a hard question to answer. I don't know. And he said, "Well, who's more vindictive?" And it was automatically went to women. Women are more vindictive, hands down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you people may feel out there. I don't know. Maybe you got your own opinion. I don't know. But I agreed with that sentiment. God damn it, Steve. Why you gotta remind us? Anyway, so this evil girlfriend set this kid up to be murdered. I don't know. Fucking bullshit, man. These kids threw away their lives at 16, 17. Didn't even get to live life yet. Ain't old enough to drink. Barely old enough to drive. Ain't old enough to vote. Ain't old enough to do shit. They're still in fucking high school, for Christ's sake. I mean, fuck, man. Imagine going to jail for life in high school. That's some bullshit, man. You didn't get to enjoy shit. What are you, fucking 3 or 4 years old before you start remembering anything? Get to enjoy your childhood, maybe, watching cartoons and drinking your sippy cup, eating chicken nuggets and shit, just chilling good. 10 years old, you start discovering the world's a fucking sick shithole. Then you're a teenager in high school. Think you fucking hot shit. Think you're so badass and cool and fresh and fly and fucking, smart ass. You know it all, don't you? And then boom, 16, 17. Now you're fucking sitting in jail, in prison, facing murder charges, you motherfucker. Try it as an adult. Coming in somebody's prison, man. All tender and shit, looking like a bitch. Coming in somebody's prison, man. How you gonna be walking in somebody's prison? 16 years old and shit. Out there doing all that you doing, boy. Who you took something from? Who you stole something from, motherfucker? Who you stealing from? They got a new interview, Smoke? Yeah, they got a new interview. Lord Jamar is back on Vlad now. They made up after 5 years. Women are plotters? Yeah, man. They'll set your ass up, man. Especially nowadays and shit. They ain't playing, man. They'll track you down and fucking run you over and shit. This ain't no movie, son. Welcome to prison, yeah? And over what? Some stupid beef? You think they're gonna care about this girl in fucking a few months, a few years? Or even after high school's done? You think anybody gives a shit about anything after high school's done? That's it, man. Once high school's done, you take those final tests. Don't even need to show up to class no more. They kick your ass out the fucking door. Now you're back. Now you're in society, boy. Ain't nobody give a shit about you. Not no teacher, not no guidance counselor, not no fucking teacher's assistant. Ain't no substitute teacher. Ain't no fucking janitor. Ain't no goddamn security guard in the front. Ain't nobody give a shit about your goddamn ass. Once that door closes, now whatever you gonna do, you gonna do. These kids didn't even get that chance. They threw their lives away before they even got the fucking boot out the door. They were still in school. Should have paid, adhere to their studies and fucking get themselves an education. You know what I'm saying? Stay in school, man. Think life's a video game and shit. Thinks life's a joke. Justin Bieber thinks he's a tough guy, getting all these tattoos and shit. Fucking asshole. These kids, man. Shit generation. My generation was one of the last, man. Probably the last. Actually, it was the last. They stopped letting motherfuckers out in the yard after my generation. We shut that shit down. Whole fucking yard was fucking getting zooted and shit. Taking shotties and all that shit. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't care. Maybe some of you like this new generation. You like this shit, huh? Fucking Dwayne's having a great time. Crazy how high school bullshit can really affect a kid. Yeah, man. Some kids crash out over this shit. They think it's like the whole world, you know? And maybe to them at that time it is. They don't realize, once you get out of high school, those friends you had in school, you're not going to see most of them anymore. Unless they were like your fucking brothers that you were hanging out with on the daily. But as you get older, all the motherfuckers in high school, those little fucking nerds and all them shitheads, you don't see them no more, man. Everybody goes out there and begins life. Families, jail. Some people die young. Some people get rich. I see motherfuckers get rich. I don't see motherfuckers die after high school. See motherfuckers go to jail. I see motherfuckers ain't doing shit, and that's okay too. As long as you just living life righteous and right, ain't bothering nobody, ain't hurting nobody, minding your business. Who cares if you don't become nothing? Who gives a shit, huh? Stop comparing yourself to other people. I know motherfuckers that got rich. Bankers and shit. Rich motherfuckers. Yeah. That's life, man. Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Read my previous message. How fucking dare you? I ain't feeling the new generation stuff too. I've been out of high school for 41 years. Do you miss it, Steve? Yeah. I just missed the lifestyle, man. It was a different world back then, man. We had different worries back then. I looked at society different back then. You hear about that armed truck robbery the other day? Two guys got away with 800,000. Wow. Those motherfuckers who get away with that shit in this day and age, God bless them, man. That's not an easy thing to pull off without fucking losing your life or getting caught. So it's when they keep doing it, that's when they fuck up. They keep tempting the snake, you keep tempting Satan. You get away with some shit like that, you fucking thank your lucky stars and shut the fuck up about it and forget about it and ride off into the sunset, man. But these motherfuckers, just one more score, man. Come on, man. Are you in, man? God damn it, Riggs. Riggs, get in the car. Fucking Danny Glover. Come on, Riggs. God damn it, Riggs. Anyway, they're lucky motherfuckers if they get away with it. I know they're happy as a motherfucker right now with all that money. Probably cut it up real nice. Real nice. Probably had the money machine and everything, cutting that shit up. Breaking bread. Yeah. Yeah. Different times, man. When I was 10 years old, I still had a bedtime. These kids now, they stay up all night. Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're up late playing Roblox, talking to their friends. I don't even like their sense of humor. It's just weird, man. They be laughing about some other shit, man. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even understand their sense of humor. God damn it. Yeah, but these kids, they think high school's the whole fucking world. Anyway, so the girl was charged as an accessory. Others charged in the setup included 18-year-olds Corinne Belviso and Hunter Kendall and 17-year-old Sydney Kearns. Authorities have not released information on the four remaining individuals who have been charged in the crime because they are minors. They were complicit in bringing the armed codependent. I think they meant to say co-defendant. Graper to the incident location and knowing that there would be a confrontation. They knew that Graper had presented a firearm to the victim and made threats to shoot him, according to the arrest warrant. Officers stated the motivation for the cold-blooded killing was romantic rivalry. And then they showed a kid. They got a GoFundMe for the kid, and he's throwing up gang signs. He's got like a ginger haircut. He's like a ginger with an army fatigue hat on. I think he's got a snake around his neck too. And he's throwing up gang signs. He looks like that kid, the Murdaugh. Paul Paul. They shot Paul Paul. Paul Paul. They shot Paul Paul. The fucking one of the Murdaugh kids and shit. That was a crazy case too, man. Did they do a Lifetime movie about that shit? I saw the Chris Watts Lifetime movie. That shit was gangster, man. Nah, man, that was some bullshit. Like Chris Watts was a piece of shit too. Fucking asshole. Anyway, the sad thing, you got a 16-year-old that lost his life. You got a 19-year-old who's going to jail for the rest of his life. And over what? The sheriff asked rhetorically. Yeah, they're being held without bond. Two other assholes posted $20,000 bonds last week, pending a trial. Threw their fucking lives away. Think I need this shit. That was a nice news story, wasn't it? We got a problem with gingers? Nah, man. We love the gingers, man. Especially the black ones. I'm subscribed to a black ginger, actually. He's an albino, but he got like blonde, reddish hair and shit and gold teeth. You think I'm joking? I'm for real. And he flashes stacks of money. He's an aspiring rapper. And when he flashes the stacks of money, it's like $35 in tens and singles. But he be talking like he's Jay-Z and shit with a Houston accent. But he acts like he's Jay-Z. Hurricane Erin remains an extremely dangerous Category 4 cyclone north of the Caribbean. President Trump said he wanted to meet Russian dictator Vladimir Putin to see what he has in mind. Probably in the first 2 minutes, he added, I'll know exactly whether or not a deal can get done. Mr. President, you have your answer. Putin doesn't want peace. He simply wants conquest. Putin put on his best fake smile, waved for the cameras, then ominously pointed out how many parts of Alaska have Russian names. Yeah, there's a movement in Russia now. They want Alaska back. You believe this shit? We bought Alaska in like 1847 shit. I don't know, for $10 million. Fair and square, right? Fair and fucking square. You want to start World War III over fucking Alaska now? You got another thing coming, pal. We don't need you on this side of the fucking hemisphere. You understand? You stay right over there, you son of a bitch. Take that fucking EG vodka and shove it up your ass. Oh shit. Okay, good. Oh man. All right. Yeah, get that taken care of right away, man. And I hope you have a speedy recovery. You get that shit taken care of, boy. Crypto Nostra. I told Vladimir Putin to get involved. He invested 10,000 shares and I made him a millionaire. Now, I'm doing you a favor by even telling you about Crypto Nostra and letting you invest for $2,500. You could get 5 shares. I'm doing this as a favor. That's what I did in a life. I helped everybody. Everybody came to me. I was the problem solver. And that's what I'm doing now for you good people. And if you buy my book, I promise, I promise, I will autograph it and send it to you. And I'm not sending one to Jeff Nadoodle, so don't even try. I'm not wasting my time, Jeff. I'm sorry. I want to see Hootie. Hootie, say it to my face. Come down here. Matter of fact, I'll come to you. Where are you? Where are you? I don't even know where I am right now. Hold on, people. Let me get myself together. I don't know where I am right now. Ah, Jeff the Doodle. Uh, now you stay positive, Steve, man. You come here for the negativity, but you stay real positive, boy. We love you, Steve. Gilla Gorilla Boy. Oh, welcome to Mafia Roundtable. My name, what's my name again? Dom. I'm Dom. My friends call me Dom Dom. I was a compliment theme for the Colombos. I developed a speech impediment after smoking one of Jeff Nadoodle's cigars. Silo boy. So you guys around 40 to 45 years old, keep on track with your colonoscopies. Thank you, Becky. Jesus, man. A lot of guys are having surgery out there too now. God damn it. Voice cracking Dom is a madman smoke. I don't sleep on Big Dom Dom. No, you don't. I'll fuck you up. Come down here. I want to challenge you to a fist fight. And we'll see who the better man is, Hootie. That's when you should start getting them. Yeah. God damn it. Trump took away my health care now. Cancer don't scare me. That shot is easy to. That shit is easy to beat. Well, if you catch it early. Either way, surgery is scary, man. But damn it, you'll be all right, Steve. You'll be all right, man. You're gonna be all right, yo. Silo, you're gonna be all right too, man. God damn it. Guys are getting negative now. You guys are making me feel negative. God damn it. Look at Dwayne telling people to be positive and shit. Shut up, Dwayne. Shut up, Dwayne. You bask in my negativity. Shut up. Shut up. I'm sorry, Becky. God damn it. God damn it. I'm gonna blame Black Ginger for this one. When Black Ginger came in here, the mood started going down in the chat. Shut up, Dwayne. And over there with fucking Hootie. Having a good time with Hootie, huh? Let me check him out, huh? Let's see. Let's see what fucking Dwayne loves to watch every fucking day. Let's see. Gene Barello. Let's see. Let's see. Herb of the week. Fuck you. This douchebag. Oh, he's walking around the fucking city again. What was he in fucking? The fuck is that? Oh, he's standing in front of some shithole apartment in the fucking village. Some bum probably just took a piss on that staircase that he's sitting on. Now he's going in the bodega. Was he getting a chopped cheese? Walking around Manhattan. What a shithole. What a shithole. Fuck is he going? Oh, he's in another fucking restaurant now. What did he get? What's he eating? Look who fucking Dwayne watching. Let's see. Did Dwayne leave any comments for these guys? Let's see. Oh, they're getting super thanks and shit. Must be nice. Must be nice. $1.99 super thanks, huh, motherfucker? No, I don't see Dwayne in the comments section. I guess he just participates in the live chat, huh? Son of a bitch. Mickey's around. Where's Mickey? I see no Mickey Griggs around here, boy. Mickey Griggs. There he is. I need a hip replacement and can't get it done because my. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mickey. God damn it. Hootie's like a movie star walking around Manhattan. Yeah. Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio over there. Fucking Jonah Hill. He's fucking Jonah Hill over there. Walking around Manhattan bragging about bacon, egg, and cheese. Let's see what this asshole has to say.
Crazy. Joey's cream pie is really stuck on him.
Joey's cream pies. What?
No, listen to me. That's one of the best ones I heard in a long time.
Oh, he's drinking the yellow Gatorade too, the worst one you could get. Well, it's all right, but it's probably warm too. It's hot out there, so it's probably warm. He's chugging that shit too. They say don't chug the shit. You got to sip it. If you chug it, you're not getting the real fucking electrolytes and nutrients you're supposed to get from the shit. He's thirsty.
Is giving up booty for protection. I said, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Oh, fuck this show, man. What are you watching, Dwayne? Fuck are you watching, Dwayne? Let's move on to the news. Putin put on his best fake smile, waved for the cameras, and ominously pointed out how many parts of Alaska have Russian names. He was vague in what he was agreeing to, if anything. This is the dictionary definition of tapping along. You're being tapped along, Mr. President. Well, he says he wants more talks and ridiculously floats next time in Moscow ideas, an invitation to be dismissed out of hand. His bombardment of Ukraine continues. You're right, Mr. President, that the killing must end. And Alaska showed that the only way to do that is to squeeze Putin. Pause. Trump said that he would not sanction Russia further after the summit, but he should increase sanctions on Russia immediately, particularly secondary sanctions on oil and other goods that are keeping Putin alive and his war machine afloat. Uh-oh, Sal's coming on with another bedtime story. He doesn't want to hear about current events. No, yeah, he thinks he wants Alaska back. That's how I know he's fucking batshit crazy. That's why Russia shouldn't be having nukes. I think they said the guys that gave Russia the nukes taught them how to build it. I think they got executed over it. So good. Because look what they did to the world now. Now Russia has nukes. Anyway, fuck Russia. And, no, we love Russians. We love Russia. We don't like Putin. Anyway, forget about history and shit. Let's talk about this shit, motherfucker. Yo, what up, man?
Hey, what up? What are you doing? I forgot my class. What's going on?
Trying to survive the ghetto, man. It ain't working. What's up, man?
No, it's fucking hilarious. My muscle friend fucking called me today. He can't get it out of his head. He thinks I was part of setting it up to make money, and he knows I've been clean for 6 months. So I said, you know what? I'm just to prove my loyalty. I'm just next time I see the guy upstairs, I'm just knocking him the fuck out, and it's on. And so I just was waiting on the bench for him to look out the window like he did last night. And Musclehead showed up here, my boy, and was like, "You're just gonna get in jail, blah blah blah. Your kids." And he tried to talk me out of it, but I'm like, "Bro, you're talking down to me all day." I have a problem with authority. It's why I never had a boss like at a job because like I went to culinary school and graduated valedictorian, but you ever try to work for a German chef at a steakhouse? Like I quit every chef job within 5 minutes because of the way they talk to me.
Yeah,
And
that's what being a
I
chef's
ended
about.
up doing, I ended up doing front of the house. But um, it's just it's so hard to to find people you can trust and human nature. I always say, well, when I went to put my pacemaker in, I had three pizza places that I was in charge of the point of sale system. I wouldn't let anyone do cash out or anything. And there was a teenage girl in Rocky Point, way out east. In Syosset, there was, an older guy, and it was me in Limbrook. But I had a camera on my watch, so I was able to see things. But you could still skim no matter what with the watch, and you could do three rings and then count your money out at the end of the night. And I'm the king. I'm literally the king of not a Vegas skim. I don't know how to do that, but I'm literally. Where are you? Are you there, Gunsmoke? Am
I'm
I even
listening.
on?
You're telling me you're skimming
Okay.
this shit.
So
I want to
wait.
know
So
how you
listen.
fucking skim.
Check this
Huh?
out. Check this out. So my boy Damien, who was gonna buy my one of my pizza places, then COVID hit, so he stopped. But then he called me, like deep in the middle of COVID, and said, "Listen, I'm having problems with my partners. The father's a mobster, the son's an off-duty cop on disability, secretly owning the place. We're fighting every day because Damien was." Um, a lunatic too. His father was a great mentor of mine. he was an Italian gangster type guy, but he listened to great music like Skinner and Guns N' Roses and Allman Brothers, and he had a ponytail and shit, and he was a fucking great money man. And he used to teach me, where I wear sweatpants. He's like the only thing I ever treated myself with was a Corvette. He wears ripped up sweatpants, and he's worth like $900 million. I'm exaggerating, but he's worth a couple million. But he so when he called me, I said uh I said fucking what was the point? Why was I telling you that? Hold on. Oh, so I said this. I got out of the heart condition thing. And he goes, listen, the only reason I can't be partners with you is because you're too good at the skim. I don't know how to catch you. And I'm like, first of all, if I'm an owner and I'm about to give you 50 grand, why would I skim? Because I'm also about to pay my friend Joey, who's in jail right now, and he's gonna at 3 in the morning come here and cut down the trees because nobody could see the sign from the main road. Then we don't even have a sign, so I'm gonna call the sign people tomorrow, pay 6 grand for that or 11 grand, whatever. So why would I steal from myself, even if I am the king of the scam? And it offended me anyway because I that's one thing I never did was steal from myself or shit where I eat. But I will tell you this one skim story that is hilarious. I worked at an I one of my arrests was I sold Vicodin into an undercover cop, right?
Wow.
And and I got I always my friends were always like fuck probation, fuck parole. I want to do the time, max out. They like jail. They run jail. They're comfortable in jail. Me, I'm a straight pussy. I like psych wards and rehabs and probation and shit. Like I don't care. I don't like jail. It's loud. I have anxiety. I can't even go to bed here without taking a Valium, and you know what I mean. Like, and I'm in the middle Long Island. Like I don't like how loud the jails are. Like, and I've been in there plenty. And I just at this age with my heart condition, I have a pacemaker. I don't trust their doctors and the whole nine. And you never know who you robbed, who you did dirty. Whatever. So I always got the fancy lawyers with. I took a plea bargain. It was called felony drug court and it basically got my case. Now I already had one youthful offender. This case it got put on suspension, and if I had to be good for 10 years, and I had to go through an 18-month vigorous rehab process that didn't accept Suboxone or methadone and the judge's daughter died of a heroin overdose. So it was there was a 58-year-old black lady who had found out she had cancer. She took a Valium. The judge said, "Pack your toothbrush." She sent her away for fucking 8 years. This judge was crazy. His name was Judge Galata in Nassau County.
Galata
And
gave you a lot of time.
yeah, well, he didn't give me a lot of time. He actually,
Galata gave you a lot of.
I was one of the first graduates of this place because I actually stayed clean for it and all this, but I was still selling mad shit, like even in the parking lot of the courthouse. But I was
Motherfucker.
never, but I was clean, but it was hard to quit. I was on about 60 a day Roxy habit when this happened, and they wouldn't let me take
Jesus.
Suboxone. And they wouldn't let me take Suboxone. Could you imagine the cold turkey I had to go through? It took about 6 months, but anyway, I ended up having to because of the urine test shit. You weren't allowed to get a job, so I went to. You could only go to places that you were allowed to leave to take a piss test at any time. So I went to culinary school during the day, and there was all a bunch of parolees in culinary school. That was a whole nother. I should do a chapter on that. And at night, I worked at a very busy overnight 24-hour gas station. Right now, this gas station, um, while I was working there, the guy who owned it was named Antonio, and he owned 150 Long Island gas stations. And he loved me. He was like 380 pounds. He came in and hugged me and said, "You're great." And the reason was I ended up graduating that program, and I got back on the junk, and my heroin dealer went to work out every day at 5 in the morning. So he would stop at my gas station to give me a boost. So I would like literally work 28-hour shifts and for him and all this shit. So even if I was skimming a little from him, he didn't care. He owned 150 gas stations, you know. But what happened was there was a manager that ran to, he had a gas station across the street, a smaller version of the one I worked at, and he couldn't, this guy, there were cameras everywhere at this point now, you know, these guys had no expense, you know. They were even so shady, or should I say cool about it, I don't know which one, but they used to cash our checks and take our taxes out and give us the cash as if we went to the bank. Like they were like, I don't know if that was shady or cool of them, I still don't know, but it was a big operation. I mean, I had to do safe drops every $1,000, and that was like every 40 minutes I had to do $1,000 cash safe drops. So it was a very sophisticated, very large main road operation in Rockville Center. Now, the manager knew I was doing something right because he's looking at the cameras, he's looking at the numbers, and he just has this feeling about me. And then he caught me. Basically, my nose, my septum got fucked up from doing cut cocaine, and uh, I used to have to like power snot like blood in the bathroom, and like I think I didn't clean up good enough once, and he kind of caught me. So he had the suspicion about me, but every time he came in with the cameras, he, even the Antonio, the owner, said, "Yo, your boy's pissed. He can't figure out what you're doing, bro. But whatever you're doing, it might be worth lot of money. I'm gonna keep my eye on you too." And I'm laughing because I'm high as hell at this point because I go to withdrawal all the whole night shift, and now I got 6, 7 bags delivered to me, and I'm fucking wrecked. At 8 in the morning, I'm fucking wrecked for the morning crowd, and everyone loves me. All the customers, I'm fucking, because when you're a functioning addict like that, that's what gives you your pep in your step. You know, I'm not drooling all over myself when I did heroin. I was, you know, I had my A game, and until you don't have your A game anymore. But so this guy, I walked in, he called me into his office, and he was a mean motherfucker. I mean, he was the kind of guy I would fucking dig a hole for and put in a hole. He was a piece of, he was a miserable, but he wasn't connected or anything. He was just a miserable gas station manager, but he was very, he called me in his office every morning and ruined my high. And he'd be like, "Yo, what'd you do right there?" And it would be me on camera, and I'd be like, "Yo, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I took a ring ding or something." You know what I mean? Because you
Were
had
you
to pay
stealing
for
fucking
anything you
wing
said.
dings and ding
No,
dong?
no. Listen, he was able to figure out that there was like $700 a night missing. That's why he was so, he couldn't figure out what I was doing, and they had so many friends that somebody must have went in there and ratted me out and saw me do like a some kind of double. Someone actually saw me do scratch offs, and
Oh my god.
what I would do is I would go to the back of the book, and I would do these $30 scratch offs and then push them back to the front of the book. So it would be like 3 weeks before the scratch offs were off base, and you know by then nobody would know where to look
No wonder the guy's
because
a fucking
so
miserable running a gas station
wait,
over there.
wait. So, but what he didn't know was, and I'll never reveal how I did it, but what he didn't know was I would show up to my shift early, and there was an Indian guy that we would trade shirts. We all wore Tony shirts. He had a blue shirt. He would give it to me. It said Tony on it. And what he didn't know was that I was taking cash advances from his shift and paying it back throughout the night and keeping track of it. So when he said, "What are you doing there?" I was using a pen and paper to keep track of how much more money I owed the register because I now owed 750. And I would do that by not ringing up, you know, certain things and this and that. And also, the other thing I did there was I totaled my car and I was still selling mad drugs, and I would close up if I got a deal going overnight. I would close up and say I was taking a shit, like be back in 5 minutes, and I would take the mechanics, like strangers that mechanics working on their car. I would take their car and make drug deals out of strangers' cars and shit. and it ended up being another crazy job in my life. And so
Motherfucker.
the guy couldn't figure it out. Right now, I get in a beef. I was such an addict. I had a friend who made the New York Mets, right, and he injured himself right away, and he was an addict, and he got addicted to painkillers, and the Mets cut him. I will remember his name by the end of the show. He was from Oceanside, and he was also friends with Tupac Bishop. Okay, so now he has this black kid with him, and he said, "Yo, you pee clean?" And of course I'm a junkie. He's like, "If I'll give you $100 if you pee clean for this, if you pee clean for this kid because he's got parole." So I was like, "Fuck yeah," and I was lying. I literally just did like 30
Oh my
Roxy's and
god.
fucking MS Cottons. They were giving us the doctors back then were bananas out here. They were giving us MS Cottons, which was
So
the
you pulled a flim
morphine.
flam on a piss test.
Yeah, with a real hardcore dudes that played with
Yeah.
guns and rolled with, the hardcore section of my friends. And I got punched in the face over that pretty bad. In fact, the worst beating I ever took was over that. And I don't know, the only beating I compare it to is I don't know if you ever saw the movie Killing Me Softly with Brad Pitt and Tony Soprano. Uh, if you see the
They tuned
beating,
you up. You got tuned up pretty nice, huh?
bro, if you want to talk about tuned up, there's a scene in that movie where they tune Ray Liotta up,
Yeah.
and it's a vicious beating, and that's the worst beating I ever took, and it was pretty much as bad as that beating, and I still get chills when I think about it. I had a broken everything, and I deserved it. It was a real junkie move. We were supposed to be, they vouched for me. We would once you vouch for somebody and you say somebody's nails, somebody's diamond, somebody's aces. That's rule of law, when we were kids. And if you fucked someone over after that, you got fucked up. And it was just, you know. But the only other thing is, last story I'll tell so I don't bore everybody. Um, I want to talk about what we all used to call my first job. It wasn't Unique Racquetball was my first job, right? But there was another place in Rockville Center. It was called Dodici, and that stands for 12 because it was a fancy Italian restaurant, and the address was 12 Park Avenue, and it was owned by a wise guy, and it's still there to this day. It's the guy changed his image around. He's a respectable member of the community.
He's
Blah blah
woke
blah.
now.
His father was the guy in the book Wise Guy who stole the key to the Air France thing in the bar, Henry Hill's first sport. And his father came home and opened a competing restaurant. Long story, but anyway, so this restaurant was the place where anyone who's half connected sends their child who got in trouble to get their first job as a busboy. So I walk in there. I said, "My father sent me. It's right here." Blah blah blah. Ray comes up to me. He goes, "Oh God, look! I bet you know these guys." And four of my friends, including Bishop, was there. Bishop was a busboy there because his father sent him in there. This kid Anthony Commute, his father was a bookie, so he got sent in there, and this kid Tim Doherty, and they were older than us. So, and we always laugh about how this is how we knew we were going to be bad kids and want to be wise guys and shit. Because I will tell you names because a lot of people are dead and who was involved in this, but the guy who owned the restaurant was a guy named Ray Montemuro, and he was best friends with a guy named Sean Persico, and they were there every day. Carmine, there was another Carmine Persico, like a relative who was this big guy who wore flannels every day and jeans, who was a monster. He was like 6'2" and like 380. I don't know where he was from, but he didn't talk much. But the other guy did talk to us, and his name was Sean Persico. And he was, they were just hanging out every day at the bar while they were doing the inventory and whatever while Ray was working. But the first day ever at this job, he goes, "Yo, you guys," Ray goes, "Yo, you four, because I know your family. None of you are doing busboying tonight. And we're like, what? How are we going to make tips? Blah, blah, blah. And by the way, just as a little funny part of this, I was on something called turquoise mescaline at the time while I'm working. It was something we used to go to Washington Heights and get mescaline and paper acid back in the day in the 90s. And so I was tripping balls as this was all happening. So the guy goes, in the back, we have about 100 cans of spray paint, and we need you to spray paint over the company name of the dumpster, and then use a stencil and write the name we want you to write. And this is back in, the mob always had to do with garbage shit. So, I mean, when I was that age, I don't even know if I knew that. I didn't know what I was doing. But I walk in the back, and there is 35 dumpsters that you see behind restaurants. You know how heavy those things are? That means the night before they sent trucks, probably like 5 trucks out, and stole every one of these guys' dumpsters that they wanted to prove a point to, and
Son of a
they all said waste management, and we had to cover the waste management sign. And it's funny because if you read history books and stuff now, you know who owned waste management back then, and you never knew there was a problem. But I know for a fact he had 35 dumpsters stolen from him, and I think they put Jamaica ash on them with the stencils. And I wasn't good at that part, but I was good at just spray painting it. But it's just funny, like having your first job. Thinking you're going to be a busboy, and your parents are all happy, and they don't realize that you're involved in a major, major mob crime. Like everybody knew that these guys were gangsters, and now there are 35 random dumpsters. I mean, listen, my friend Joey, the one who's in jail right now, God bless him, he stole like 30 snow blowers once, and that was a hard feat to do. But to steal that many dumpsters back then, when the eyes were on the dumpster business, was fucking crazy. But that's what happened when the guys didn't want to pay their dues or underbid the trade association. And I found out later on in life that the guy underbid, a guy named Paddock Pecoraro, who was under Jimmy Brown and Joe Francolino, and that's how they handled it. Now these guys were Colombo guys. Obviously, you heard the last name Persico. The Sean Persico had a brother who died of a heart attack. Uh, Danny Persico. But so now I'm tripping balls, and I didn't even finish my first shift. I'm done spray painting. I had fun, and now we had to bust tables, and I couldn't. I was so high I couldn't even do it. So I ran home, and I'll never forget fucking. And this is, I'm trying to remember if this is after or before my missing story. I think it was before, but I came home tripping balls, and I walked in, and my mother had a baby 22 handgun in one hand and half a pound of weed in one hand, and I
Oh
was
my
tripping
god.
out still. And I remember being grounded and the whole thing, but uh, It was a funny fucking thing. It was crazy, but I don't know if that was a good story or not. But if Biggie Smalls is in here tonight, he brought up something yesterday about the strip club I was talking about, and it had to do with this other strip club that was in the neighborhood called Bare Necessity, and it was a different type of strip club. It wasn't a fancy one, and I tried to buy it actually like 20 times just so I can have a place to hang out with my friends. And one time, a bunch of bikers told me to go fuck myself. One time, an old lady told me to go fuck myself. And one time, some weird dudes told me to go fuck myself. So I don't even know who owned the place. So I don't even know who owned the place. So I was gonna ask Billy if he knew like who these people were that told me to go fuck myself when I was trying to buy it. But I wanted to talk to him about it because I wanted to explain the difference between Goldfingers and that place and why he's thinking of something else. But hold on, I'm here. Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's it. I don't know. I had a few stories like that tonight. I didn't really like Hootie's show tonight with Gene. Hootie's getting an ego again. Um, I mean, and I get it, the whole Joe Merlino thing or whatever. I'm not like on his dick or anything. He's just like who he is. But they're taking the whole making fun of him thing a little far, and it's and Hootie's like walking around smoking a cigar at the feast, and it just wasn't as. Yesterday I came on and said I liked the show. Today I didn't feel so good about it, and it wasn't so much Gene. It was Hootie. Gene just kind of looked like he was on his meds or something tonight.
Yeah.
But Hootie was like, I can't explain it.
He's like
I
fucking Al
just
Capone over there now, right?
Yeah, he thinks, and it was the same problem. Now, here's I think why I'm butthurt about Hootie tonight. I DM'd him the other day, and I said to him, bro, 4 years ago you ruined everything because you wanted to get paid for your content, and you were mad at your viewers and this and that, and I watched it happen. And I said, don't do that again because nobody could rewrite your history. Like, just tell the content. And believe me, Gene doesn't even promote his show and notify people. And there were like 500 people on his lives within like 3 minutes. Well, I see it with my own eyes. So, I mean, I tried to explain that to him. And then tonight he's like, any men who DM men get that faggot. So he said something. I don't think it was aimed at me, to be honest with you.
Wow.
But, I know for a fact it wasn't aimed at me because I don't even think I think they get so much. They got a lot of people stalking them, and I think they were talking about people more that beat them. Like they keep bringing up that Todd Barker guy, Hootie's ex-brother-in-law, who's in jail,
Yeah.
and that's the guy they say Hootie ratted on. Hootie says that he didn't rat on him, and it's kind of up for debate. And I don't know anything about the
Well, I
case.
think he ratted on him, but then the guy took a plea, so he didn't have to testify on stand or some shit. Yeah,
Okay, that's probably
some
what
shit like
happened.
that.
I don't know anything about that case really,
Yeah,
and I never
me
read
neither.
about it or
Fuck.
spoke to anyone about it. I don't know anyone who knows Hootie. I know a ton of people who know Gene, but
Gene's a popular guy, huh?
yeah, he was just because I was more my links were more to Howard Beach and Ozone Park than to anything in Brooklyn or whatever. Like, and especially the made people that Hootie knew. Like, I didn't know Ronnie One Arm's kids and that crew, and Howie's boys, and all those guys. I didn't really know them, which is why I was happy when I came on that day. I met Howie because I think he would have a very, very interesting book.
Yeah.
Um, and I think he's got a great story to tell, but I don't know enough about him personally to say anything like that or talk about his thing. But okay, so wait a minute. Do you have me dressed as a girl or something right now?
What?
Am I bugging out, or I don't have my glasses and it looks like I have like long hair and
Well, I was gonna
it's
ask
just
you, how fucking old are you? You got a fucking full head of hair and shit. What the fuck, man?
Yo, honestly, I shaved my head myself every week for the last 25 years. And then the last rehab I was in, all the nurses were like, yo, you have such beautiful hair. Why do you cut it? And I said, you know what? Until I fix my teeth, the only thing I got left is until I lose weight and fix my teeth, the only thing I have left is my hair. Bro, I'm going to release some pictures to you soon and because I want to talk about the Ecstasy Bandits article that my friends were in Details magazine under a crime investigation, and you're gonna see that I had the most perfect set of teeth. My father, to this day, has the most perfect set of teeth, and I want you to see it. This didn't
Yeah.
come from nowhere, and I'm actually part of a big lawsuit for Suboxone because I've been on Suboxone for 8 years and I got something in the mail saying you could make like 40 grand if you start filling this paperwork out and this and that. So I did it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm sure the crack didn't help, and cigarettes, 2 packs of Marlboro a day, and all that.
Yeah.
Looking for my vape right now. What else is going on? What's the chat saying?
Uh, they're saying you should do a documentary.
A
Uh,
documentary. Nobody wants my documentary. Imagine DJ Vlad or whatever the fuck his name is. And imagine you see me in a suit on his fucking show one day.
you
You'd
should
be
go
like,
on
I know
Vlad.
that. Yeah, you should be like, I know that dude. That's so. No, you know what would
Shit.
happen if there's too many people out there that I don't have enough famous people in my stories, and I don't. I would have to have real street people to believe my stories. A real recognizes real. You know, there are people in your chat right now that are going, "Yo, this motherfucker went through some shit."
Yeah, man.
And whatever. And then there are people in your chat right now probably going, "Yo, this toothless crackhead bastard, he's full of shit. He's like Tony Pizza and whatever." And I can't change that either way. No, I can't change how people
I
feel
guess
about me.
doing drugs is good for like hair and shit. Cause pizza has hair. You have
Pizza
hair.
doesn't have great hair, but I don't. I
He's got
don't
a full head of
even.
hair. That piece of shit.
Pizza to me is like a disgusting. I was a good-looking cat. Like I had my bachelor party in Amsterdam. I had 22 people. All my friends threw it. We said fuck Vegas, we're going to Amsterdam. And it's funny, one of the kids we brought with us, we were told don't let him party, don't take him to a strip club, he's on the wagon, blah blah blah. His father uh told us this, like he was kind of he owned a pizza place in Glendale. Actually, he owned the Geno's. And he told us, yo, don't fucking let my son do this if we let him go. So we go there and we kind of lost track of each other because there was so many of us. A bachelor party is usually like 8 to 15 people. We had 22 guys. There was a guy I
Damn.
didn't even know that came. You know what I mean? There was my
Yeah.
friend's friend from his stockbroker office came, and anyone who came had the best time of their life. People are still talking about it 20 years later. But what's funny is this kid, his name's Rob, he disappeared the first night and we never saw him again after going to this place called the Banana Bar.
The
And
banana bar.
yeah, so we were
Oh
like, we
boy.
don't know what to do. Should we go to the police? There's a language barrier now with the police and blah blah blah. So everybody let a few days go by. About 5 6 days later, because we stayed for 10 days, 5 6 days later, we see him across the street walking by, holding hands with the stripper from the Banana Bar. He fell in love with her, bought her an engagement ring, and we didn't know he was. We forgot he was a romantic when he was sober. He was the type that falls in love with strippers and shit. And it was a fucking hilarious story, man. And yeah, Amsterdam was
Yeah,
a sick
stockbrokers know
fucking
how to have
day.
a good time at strip clubs. You want to
Yeah,
have a good time?
absolutely.
Bring a stockbroker with you. They
Yeah,
know how to party,
that's
man.
true. That's true story. But you know what? Though things
Yeah,
changed after a while. You want to have a good time, bring a stockbroker's drug dealer with you, and you'll see. Because you know,
that's a given.
you,
Yeah, get some nice scumbag from Queens to show up. Yeah, looking like Giovanni Ribisi and shit. Oh, hold on, you went mute, man. You're muted. You motherfucker. You're pressing the wrong buttons.
you
You
got
think I
me.
need? Yeah, we got you now. Yeah, you're good.
All right. So I owned a mortgage company and a call center, and what
Wow.
happened was we at first everybody liked to do coke and make calls and sales and shit, right? But then all of a sudden, the pills came around, like the Adderall and the opiates, and people think like opiates, like Vicodin and oxys, put you to sleep like heroin and shit. It wasn't like that, bro. It made you pound the phones. You became best friends with the customers, and it was a
Good
really
customer
good.
service. Yeah.
Yeah, like it became the new thing, and to this day, I just took my school finals, and it was only my second semester, first semester. I don't even know what it was. It was my second summer semester, but I wish, I'm not gonna lie, I needed help from my wife because I wish I needed Adderall, because Adderall helps you with writer's block. You really, you know, this YouTube thing I'm doing on my channel, I'm doing a chapter a day. Like yesterday was unique racquetball. Today I didn't get to do one, but tomorrow's going to be about getting my life back, whether they let me back in high school and how different treatment was back then, and having to apologize to my mother and my mother. You ever heard of mother's intuition?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, especially if you're Italian or Jewish, these two things will people can understand. A mother's intuition is something that they are witches. They know everything about everything. Now, if I'm lying and I ate a bagel on a day I said I ate a pizza or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they just know. They know everything. You didn't go to soccer practice. You lie. You were playing with your friends. They know these things. So I realized why people maybe don't feel as bad. And I want people, especially if I write a book, I want people to really feel the intenseness of what I did to my mother in the story. And giving her a stroke is bad enough, but picture this. The whole time she was going around knocking on every friend's door, the place I was staying at door, talking mother to mother with the lady who knew I was living in her closet because we had to give her a cut of everything too. And you know, she also had she was grieving me on top of everything, like in the papers and the it was covered in the press quite a bit back then, and I was still just a missing person. Nobody thought I was dead. Really, the cops didn't think I was dead. My mother was the only one who thought I was dead, and she said it was because She said it was because she had mother's intuition, and I felt bad that the one time like she was wrong about mother's intuition was about me being alive. It just I'm trying to find a way for people to really feel that in my book or when I tell the story, and I don't know how. But
Yeah.
whatever. But anyway, what else? Anything from the chat? I can't see.
Uh, somebody had a question for you earlier. I can't find it now.
Oh man,
God damn it.
anybody hating on me?
No, no hate. No
No,
hate.
that's what you said yesterday. I went back and watched it today on my TV. Everybody was ripping me apart, motherfucker.
They weren't ripping you apart. They were breaking balls.
No, no, they were breaking balls. It was fun, but I didn't know that my unique racquetball story was so long and boring in the beginning. A lot of people were like, "Is this story ever gonna end?" I felt so bad when I read that shit. I was like, "Oh
Well, they
man."
they were disappointed. It wasn't about highlight. They want to hear about highlight stories.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm
did
not
you
white.
know?
I'm not
Huh?
whitey. I'm not whitey Bulger. I'm not from
Well,
Boston.
I don't
Like,
know. You're the one playing racquetball. If you're gonna play racquetball,
not
you play fucking highlight. Anyway,
racquetball. Okay.
uh,
But I want to say one thing because I
yeah,
talk about my I might do, especially if they all die off, I might do my top 25 realest people in the world that no one ever heard of, because I told you you're not going to find them on Google, the ones I know from Long Island and stuff. And uh Gene and them keep saying they make fun of Joey Merlino because he was a jockey, right? And saying he can't be a
yeah,
fighter. Uh,
he
my
was a
number
horse
one
trainer.
on my number one on my list, just so you know, and he's in the Details magazine article. They interviewed him. Uh, he's number one, the realest. I always call him the realest nigga in Nebraska. Sorry, if I'm not allowed to say that, but
God damn it.
um, I'm not ready to say his name yet, but he's from Elmont, Long Island originally, but he was a jockey and a very good one, but he got hurt and he switched to the home invasion life. But he was the real deal, and he's probably number one on my list.
Damn.
So anyway, remember last night I thought those people were trying to set me up
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What
at
happened with that
White
guy
Cat
who broke
at
down the
White
door?
at
Yeah.
White Castle. Oh, he was just here. He just left. But at White Castle at White Castle,
Oh my God.
I actually found my friend's phone number and that I was looking for. It turned because I accused someone else of giving him the number, but it was a long, complicated. There are so many coincidences. That's why I wanted to title my book 96 Degrees of Separation, because I could look at a store and be like, that's where I did this, but my girlfriend lived there. Like, everything leads to something else, every story. And that's why I wanted to answer. There were two guys yesterday that really knew what they were talking about. Uh, One was called like MJNJ Brown Pizza or something. He was like a guy in a suit in his picture, and the other was the Biggie guy from Long Island. And I wanted to get to the questions they were asking me last night because they were very valid, and they definitely knew Long Island, unless they just Googled shit as I was talking. I don't know, but I know the Biggie Smalls guy knows Long Island very well.
Biggie Smalls. He
Is
says,
he
"Do you
here?
know? Did you know Tony Calabrese?"
No, but I've heard the name somehow, but I feel like I read it in a book. I don't. Was it the Calabraces from the Bananas?
I don't
Let
know.
me ask you this: did you know the Little Red Choo Choo in Island Park with Johnny Mulberry and the gambling people? Why are you laughing?
You know the little red choo choo the ginger guy had? Fucking
Yeah,
little,
they had a big
little red choo
gambling
choo
bus,
truck. Yeah.
and one of the guys in the gambling bus was the same guy that Mikey Nose sent into the funeral to fight that guy, and his name was Johnny Mulberry. I can't even pronounce his last name, like
Johnny
Skiminaro.
Mulberry.
Yeah, but
They're saying Sean and Carmine's friend.
Sean and Carmine's friend.
Yeah, Calabrese. Tony Calabrese. He passed away.
I, oh well, I'm sorry to. I mean, rest in peace to him. Um, when I was watching them all hang out at the bar and
Yeah.
enjoy their lives, they were in their young 30s, and I was 16. Uh, the most Ray Montemuro, the boss, ever said to me after the first day was, "Yo, kid," because I was so high one day, I showed up in dirty pants. He handed me $100 bill and he said, "Go buy yourself a nice pair of fucking khakis, bro. You look like a fucking lunatic." And I never went back after that, and but it was humiliating. But that's I don't the only Calabrese I know is in the Banano family because my links my other lineage that I didn't talk about yet was links to Williamsburg. I have some Polish in my family, and a Polish butcher, loan shark, is my dad's father, and Williamsburg, Greenpoint, and that led to Maspeth. And my uncle Tony worked a roach coach, for Joey Messino directly. And when my aunt Lucille died, we had our lunch at Casablanca, and the next
You've been to
week,
Casablanca?
yes, we had two.
I've
My
been there
my
too, motherfucker.
my father's mother and sister
Yeah.
died within a week of each other, and they lived in Maspeth. And Maspeth puts on the best fireworks I've ever seen in my life. And two, we did go to Casablanca. I was like 20 years old. I was more interested in getting drunk and fucking whatever I was doing. I don't remember how good the food was or anything, but um, I think everybody said the food was good to kiss his ass. So the guy was there, Joey Messino. I know that
Damn.
um, because it was right around his prime time.
They kissed his ass.
Yeah,
Fucking Messino boy.
I still can't believe he ratted, man. That's the craziest shit of all time. Anyone
He
else
went
asking
bad,
me
huh?
anything? Should I go get my glasses? Hold
No, you don't need to be
on.
reading the chat. Don't get your fucking glasses.
No, you're trying. Well, that's now I'm definitely
Uh,
getting them because you're trying to keep me from being depressed. I'll be right back. Hold
no, no, no. What the fuck, man? People do it to themselves, see?
on.
Try to be positive around here.
Nah, you said it's just busting balls. So let's see what's up.
No, they're not even busting balls. They're talking about other shit. Stocks and bonds, whatever the fuck they're talking about. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll see you in one sec. Hold on.
Son of a bitch.
I'm locked out of my house. Hold on.
Just let that guy break the door open like he did last night. Was he cursing and screaming when he did it?
Oh, you have no idea. The door still won't close.
Wow, what a scumbag.
No. Good.
In the trap house, at the trap house, yeah. Who you gonna call? Better call Saul. The fuck? ATF got him. Smoke, you fucked up. What did I do? What did I do now? You negative prick, Smoke. What the fuck did I do? Try to make me think about what the fuck I just said here. Ice cream man is slinging that shit. At the car wash. God damn it, ducks. What the hell's going on? What the fuck? I don't want to see your taint, man.
All right, let's see who's
They just
killing
got a
me.
big fucking. They just zoomed in on your balls.
Maybe that'll get me a book deal. Hold on.
I
Doug,
need a book
sorry, didn't
deal.
mean to put pizza. Bella, Dwayne, Smoke, you're fucked up. Are you asking? Oh, no, you're fucked up. You negative prick. Are they talking to you?
Yeah. See, they're not. They break my balls too. You don't see me crying about it. I don't even
I'm
want to
not
read the check.
crying. I want to laugh. I want to laugh. I don't want to cry.
No, no, you're critiquing the check to find anything negative. You know how
No,
many
no,
times
no.
I had people do that, and you know what
No,
happens?
no,
They
no,
end
no,
up
no, no, no,
cursing
no,
me
no.
out. They
The
curse
break.
me out like they
Listen,
blame me. Huh?
Smoke. Smoke. The breaking balls. I love. What do you? I grew up with
All right.
lunatics who broke balls our whole lives. What I'm telling you, I don't love is if somebody's in here like, yeah, he's full of shit. Blah blah blah. That never
You get those
happened, man.
people too. That's part of breaking balls too, man. You
That's
got
not
to.
breaking balls. That's taking your integrity and saying you're trying to
Oh
make.
my god.
That's saying you're trying to rewrite history, and that's exactly what I'm not trying to
You
do.
don't even know what the guy looks like, who the guy is that's saying it. What do you give a shit? There's some guy on the internet saying his opinion. What do you? Everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Nobody's gonna believe
Well,
100%. You
it
know,
says get footage, Sal. What is he talking about?
they want proof of the shit that you did with that guy at the White Castle.
At the door?
Yeah, they want it on footage.
I could bring you up there right now and show you the guy's door that it won't
Show us
close,
the
and we
fucking
could.
door. I
All
want
right,
to
I
see
could
the
do that.
damage.
Give me 1 minute. Can you see me right now?
Let me see. Uh, no.
Okay, I gotta figure that out. Hold on.
You gotta put the camera down. You got like
No,
half your face showing.
I'm reading the chat. That's what.
Oh
But
no, we could see it. We could see it. Yeah.
I could show you that he took off the door and all that. But Smoke, I seen Sal's right nut. But the guy was in the right. I was just fighting with him because he was taking it out on me all day, and I said, "Bro, why are you accusing me of being an accomplice with him? This guy I used to feed out of the back of my pizza place. Oh, wait, so I forgot to tell you the
Huh?
pizza place story. I
Yeah.
forgot
Oh
to tell
no.
you the skim story,
Oh
bro.
yeah, the
Give me that.
skimming. Yeah.
Listen, so
Teach me how to skim.
the reason after my heart surgery, I had to sell all my pizza places. I told my partners was this: I can't do all the registers. So they said, "What's different in the 5 days you've been gone?" I said, "Look at this: credit cards at all three places. One has a teenager, one has a 50-year-old guy, and all this weird stuff, differences."
Look how he froze up. Look at that. Look how he froze up. Yeah, they got good datish up there, Queens Boulevard. Damn, that's funny. Can we screenshot that? Can somebody please screenshot that? That's hilarious. Come on, man. The other guy who took off the door, I wonder if he's got hair too, man. I don't know. If you got hair in your 40s and 50s and shit, you got problems, man. Something's wrong with you, man. Shit. Y'all got issues and shit. Must be nice to be fucking 55 years old with fucking full head of hair and shit. The fuck you got hair for, man? You don't need no goddamn hair, boy. All right, let me drop a link. Get him back. I want to see this fucking door. This guy goes from one story right into the next. He don't even. Well, he's got a lot of stories to get out, man. We're giving you untold stories from the hood, man. You just sit back and relax and enjoy the stories. Some people like to go to sleep listening to these stories. We're doing a public service. You think I need this oxygen? What are you trying to get him killed?
All right, so I'm taking you upstairs for the
Nice.
now. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the ghetto replacement they put on. So my friend questioning my loyalties involved in it. So I said, just for that, I'm gonna show you next time I see him. I'm breaking everything in his face. Watch. And he's like, bro, I know you got things and toys, and you're gonna fuck him up, and
He's
you're
got
gonna ruin your
toys.
life. Yeah, that's my code word for things that
You gotta be careful. Gotta
like
come up with a better code word than that, man. That's not good. You might
like
get confused.
what's called a BB gun.
Oh yeah, all right.
But
I thought
in fact, do you guys money?
Do we have money? No, nobody even. I got like three super
No.
chats.
I don't want
Huh?
money. I don't want. You know, Sunny money.
Oh, Sunny
Hold
Money.
on.
Yeah, of course you remember Sunny Money. Wow,
I
look at the
can tell
fucking
you a
door.
story.
Wow.
Happened,
What'd they put
and
up? Some
that's the
fucking
other.
plywood? What kind of fucking door is that,
That's the
man?
other.
Oh, that
That's the other apartment. That's my wife's friend. See
that's
how
a
the door is
depressing.
normal?
That's a scary hallway, man. That's depressing, man.
Listen, see
That's
how the door
scary.
is normal?
Yeah.
It's not normal. That's
Horrible
because it got
service.
ripped off its hinges. It got
Wow.
ripped off its hinges last night. So we good? Can I get out of here? 'Cause I don't really
Yeah,
feel like
no,
beating the
thanks for
shit out of
showing
him
me.
right now.
Yeah, that's a scary hallway,
Yeah.
man. That's depressing. Painters
I
make
just thought it was
paintings.
hilarious. No, the cool part about this hallway is it has a lock thing. So once you're inside it, um,
There's no
even
getting
as you're
out.
walking up the stairs, it's locked behind you. I
Yeah,
needed to put a code in to get in just now. So
that's
that's
sad.
why he doesn't mind sleeping with if you notice he had no lock on his door. There was no chain or anything.
Yeah.
He has nothing to rob anyway, but I'm just saying that's the proof that the door was taken off the hinges.
What if he comes
And
outside and
then
curses you out?
yeah, oh, you guys would get the witness. I put it. I'm telling you, I put it on anyone who would listen today. I said I'm giving my own green light to light this motherfucker up, and because this is the second time he disrespected me,
Yeah,
and this one is costing me a lot of. You got to understand, with my other boy going to jail for the rest of his life, and a lot of stressful things in my life, I I need my weightlifter guy because he helps me make money. Um, and we have some side hustles together, legal, like construction type stuff and drywall and things like that. And I don't like the way he was talking to me today. And he's telling me just now when I met him, "You're crazy, bro. I was talking to you this way. Why do I have to explain to you that the place took 10 extra minutes and that's why I was late? I paid for the food." I said, maybe because I'm a fucking friend and I care if you're in jail. You've been a retail fucking crack dealer since you're fucking 10 years old. Like,
Damn.
he, I mean, this guy is so old school that he's done like 10 bullets, 8 months just for sales. People have set him up 100 times. He's just a forever retailer of uh,
Lifelong
50,
criminal. Career
50 bags
criminal.
of hard.
Yeah. 50 bags
And
of hard. Huh?
he does somebody not many people do in Long Island, and that is deliver.
Yeah.
And so whatever. I don't know what else to explain it. So that's my point. He said, bro, I'm not, you sound like a bitch. I'm not the one mad at you. I said, bro, I can tell by your text you're being a bitch. You're telling me maybe I'm around, maybe I'm not, because I wanted to talk to him about this contract I got now that my friend's in jail, whatever. I have to, basically, did anyone in the audience ever hear of something called epoxy? It's a sealant that goes with waxing floors and
I heard about that
um,
shit. Pox. Yeah,
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 well,
yeah, yeah.
you could only get it in a
Makes it
town called
shiny.
Elmira. Yeah, well, you can't get it in Long Island. You have to go to Elmira once a month to get it, a pallet of it. And my friend that's in jail was the one who did that for me. And it's a very big deal because we got a contract with all the schools to be done by the summer, and the summer's ending, and we're gonna get fucked and not be have the contract next summer. And um, this guy, I mean, this guy was a beast. He was a workhorse, even though he was a criminal. Oh, wait. So, last story, and I'll let you go. So, this guy that I'm talking about that he's in jail right now in South Carolina. Me and him went on a very, very bad uh, crack run, the last relapse I had. Very bad. Uh, to the point that it didn't even affect us. We would smoke like 12 grams and go to White Castle. Like we just smoked the weed and shit. It was so he drove to the Baisley projects and he's like, I need fucking good shit. I grew up over here. I don't care. And he got out and he found us a new connect and all this shit, whatever. So we're smoking about 12 and a half grams at 7 in the morning. And his parole officer, he's on lifetime parole. His parole officer knows me and basically knows I opened a power washing and contracting and home improvement business for him. And now at the end of the season, that business goes slow. So they make him get a job while he was waiting for his disability from this Uber Lyft accident he was in. So he came into my pizza place one day and he's like, yo, I have the surgery tomorrow, but the BSO just pulled us over, so I ate 11 bags of coke, and I'm like, yo, and this kid's crazy. This guy's nuts. So I'm like, yo, I don't even know what to say to that. So the next day, um, we're at his house, and he's got this blue nose pit bull or something. They're called Bella, and she sleeps in bed with him. And I never slept when I smoked, so I always sat on the couch, keeping guard out the window, because there was mad crazy shit going on back then. Robberies and bad things. So all of a sudden, I hear a black woman in Garden City South, which is a white town, uh, going, Mr. Farino, get your fucking ass down here. Now, I don't know if she didn't like the pit bull or if she didn't want to deal with arresting him for all the contraband that was in the house. But whatever it was, he wasn't getting up. He was all geeked out. He's like, tell her to leave, tell her to leave. I'm like, I'm not telling her shit. So next thing you know, she goes, white boy, white boy. And now she's talking about me because she forgot my name, I guess, or whatever. So I'm like, fuck. So uh, she's like, whoever cell phone's ringing first, I'm cuffing first. And she had two dudes with her with guns that were fellow parole officers because he was on lifetime parole. He got 3 bodies for a murder. So um, I go outside and I'm fucking geeked up. I stink. I haven't taken my Suboxone in about a week because my wife was hiding them from me because I was kind of separated from her. So I'm withdrawing from opiates that I don't do. I stink like shit. I haven't changed my clothes. I brushed my teeth with like my finger probably for a few days, but that was it. I'm malnourished. I haven't eaten in 5 days. And I said, "Hey, Mrs. Suarez, what can I do for you? I sent Joey out early this morning on a job." And he said, "We got him a job." Blah, blah, blah. And how's he doing, by the way? I said, "He's doing great. He was up and at him early for me this morning. He went to get the epoxy upstate, with your permission, of course, and blah, 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 blah." And she goes, "White boy." And she hands me her cell phone. She goes to hand me her cell phone. And I reach my arms back like this. I'm going to show you. I go like this. And I go, "Whoa, I'm not telling you, what is that? I'm not touching anything from you. I didn't know if I was being set up." These two guards scared me, these other two POs. So she goes, "White boy, me and you have a cool arrangement, don't we? Did I ever fuck with you?" I said, "No, no." So she goes, "Take my phone." I said, "All right, I'll take your phone." So I took her phone and she goes, "Remember we got him a job last week at the burger joint, Mr. There was I thought it was a pet store, but it was ended up being a burger joint called like Mr. Watu or Miss Wahoo or Wahoo or something." And he goes, "Do you see whose head's in that picture?" And I look and I'm like, "It looks like Joey."
Yeah.
And he said, "Who else's head do you think that is?" I said, "I think that's the owner. I went in there once and I met her when I picked the dog up, Bella. The only idiot I know who brings the dog to work the first day, a pit bull." And sure enough, now this is a guy that's secretly illegally making enough money to smoke an ounce of rock a day. He's making 6 grand on the side. This job means nothing to him. He's such a kleptomaniac, or whatever the word is. All of a sudden on camera, she goes away somewhere, and you just see him turn around and take $100 bill off the wall. You know how people write like "good luck with the business" and they put the $100 bills on the wall?
Yeah.
He literally just cleared out that wall in 2 minutes and went
Wow.
back to work. Yo, and he went back to work as if nothing fucking happened. And he worked for like 3 more weeks until they even noticed because they were always busy and shit. So finally they went on camera and all this and they had to arrest him. It's just the kid's a klepto. So
Damn.
um and it led to fuck uh why was I telling that? Hold on. There's a reason. There's a reason.
For Allah.
The klepto, the money.
Kleptomaniac, boy. How
Uh,
old were you in 1992?
I was 12 years old.
Damn.
Hold on, I gotta think of something. Okay, I know what I wanted to say. The other thing about a pizza place, right?
Yeah.
A pizza place is interesting because my partner just moved from Italy. He was Calabrese. He was only in the country 8 years, but he understood where I was coming from when I used to say this. I used to say, "Right, 7:30 on the."
God damn it. Pressing buttons and shit you ain't supposed to be pressing, boy. Fucking up my show, boy. Can't have a guest that just sits there, you know? You gotta touch buttons. Don't touch the button, man. Don't touch the screen, man. God damn it.
I used
My-
to say, "Right, 7:30 on the application if they're over 40 years old," right?
Yeah.
So, and it was an inside joke because, so here's the deal: when people in Long Island come to a pizza place and want a job, if they want a delivery job and they're over 50 years old, I'm not disrespecting anyone. Everybody should earn a living how they want.
Yeah.
I clearly have admitted all my failures and many more, and I'm no better than any pizza delivery boy. But so this one kid came in and he was really nice. I call him a kid. He was 50. And I remember saying, "Yo, he's really nice guy. I got no beef with him. Let's hire him, but let's take bets between me and you on what do you think the time gap." There's always a time gap in their life that's missing, and we wanted to figure out what happened in that time gap. It's usually jail or drug related or divorce or whatever, but we wanted to figure this one out because he was like a really nice guy. So I worked him pretty good, and I figured it out because
Damn.
he ended up admitting to me he was in the book Mafia Takedown, which was one of the most recent mob books that came out.
Yeah.
He like Cookie Dorso, he was just caught on his wire and whatever. So he was basically trying to show off to me one day. Because he saw how nuts my boy Joey was. Because when Joey found out I had the heart condition, he came into my store every day, cleaned my ovens for me for free, did everything that was heavy yet because I wasn't allowed to lift more than 3 pounds. So
Yeah.
he's like, "Yo, you got a loyal friend there," and I'm like, "Yo, just whatever you do, don't break his balls. He's quick to, my boy Joey. He might be a little small, but like he could lift a car. He don't talk the talk. He punches. He's a one hit wonder, and he'll hit you and you'll fall forward and you break your nose on my pizza floor." So I told the
Yeah.
kid, because the kid he went from being like a little slow, like I thought he had adult autism, and my son is autistic. That's why I recognized it. I
Yeah.
thought he had adult autism, but it wasn't that. It was what he went through with these gangsters. I think they tortured him and shit. But anyway, he is part of the last chapter of the book, right? So one day he must have been feeling bipolar or something, and he's like, "Yo, your boy Joey's small, man. I don't even think he could help me with my problem because we were gonna help him with his problem with his brother-in-law." So I said, "Bro, don't say that to him, and that's it. Then he was gonna do you a favor, don't bring it up." So I'm helping customers at the register, and I see they're sitting down talking, and I hear the uh, I hear the guy go, "I was the bouncer at Metro 700." Now Metro 700 was before my time. I'm 47. These guys are both like 56. I don't even know where it is. It was a nightclub. And he goes, "Yo, I shot 3 motherfuckers in Metro 700. One died, one lived, and one got a clipped wing." and and my boy didn't know whether to laugh or whatever. And I'm sitting there going, "Oh God!" I begged him not to tell any of my coworkers any of his criminal history. So he goes, "Oh, is that what you did the 25 years for?" And he goes, "No, I beat that case. I fucking took out these 3 guys from Hempstead at Industry in Island Park. That's the fucking 25-year case." So
Yeah.
basically, he went from admitting to 3 bodies to 6 bodies, and
Yeah.
fucking, it was the funniest shit. And the last funny pizza story I'll tell you is I got twinned, and I'll to save that one for another day. I got twinned, and it was hilarious. But anyone else have questions or in the chat, or should I let you go? What do you want me to do? Let me. Oh, I didn't look at what everyone wrote. Hold on.
You don't need to see it, man.
Nah, I got it. What, you cut me off? I can't see.
Ginger says I've worked 10-hour shifts and he's been talking for 80% of it.
See, I told you, nobody liked me.
No, they like it. They like the stories.
He's all fucked up. Magilla Gorilla. I knew a guy named Magilla Gorilla. You in Florida? Are you Steve? You're the guy I'm looking for.
Uh oh.
Dodici opened in 2009. He said he was 16. Yeah. First of all, if you think Dodici opened in 2009, you're out of your mind. I take back that you're a Long Island kid. Dodici opened in about 1992. McQuaid's was still Casey's back then. Casey's opened in 2009. Dodici Blue Moon opened in 2009 when the father got out of jail. But you should really check your facts, Biggie Smalls. Dodici opened in 1990, maybe, probably 1990, I'd say. But definitely fact check that, bro, because I was 15 years old, tripping on acid, working there, and they were well
Yeah,
established
so well
place.
established. Yeah.
So I don't want to hear none of that lying bullshit. I still haven't found out why you don't know about Goldfingers and the Bareness. Goldfingers was the kind of place you needed to pay $1,000 for a Cristo bottle before you even sat down. It wasn't the bare necessity. The bare necessity had girls on stripper poles smoking cigars and ashing on themselves, and it was not the hottest strip club in the world. Can we agree on that? And that's all I'm saying. That's why there could have been 2 strip clubs near each other, but to say Dodici opened in 2009 is absolutely incorrect. I was
Yeah.
almost my life was almost over by 2009, and they were well established. Um,
Well established
so
motherfuckers.
That's just a false statement. I'm sorry to have to correct you. It's okay, Sal. My memory's shot as well. This guy is around 35, 40, too young to be around in the early 90s. I'm 47 years old, Biggie. My birthday is 3/23/78. So I'm 47 years old, which means 1992 I was in 7th grade. 1996 I graduated Oceanside High School. You can check the yearbooks. I'll give you my
Oceanside High School. Jesus.
Oceanside High School in 1996. If you want to tell me your age, I can even tell you some other stuff. If you know about my sisters, my two older sisters threw a party where someone was murdered on my front lawn, and I was 11 years old. We'll see how old you are, if you remember that, if you know Jimmy Pett or not. Tell me if you know who Jimmy Pett is. I
Jimmy
think
Pettit?
he's definitely Jimmy Pett. But we're
Oh,
gonna
Jimmy
get into
Pett.
him when we do my top 25. I think he's definitely on shit. McGilla Gorilla, what kind of shit do you think I'm on? Honestly.
Come on.
What else?
Come on.
Fuck, I can't even do the math on Big's puzzle. Yeah, Big fell off tonight. Cafe Dodici opened in 2009. There's no such thing as Cafe Dodici. It's just called Dodici. It stands for 12 Park Avenue. It's owned by a man named Raymond Montemuro and his wife Margaret Montemuro. They live in Oceanside, right about 2 minutes from the restaurant. And it's a very classy restaurant, and he has kind of stepped away from the mob image, and that's all I'm going to say about that. What else? Code or no code? I'm not sleeping with my doors unlocked. I don't know what
Yeah.
that means. I can't wait till the book comes out. The guy goes from one story right into the next. You don't even come up for air. Yeah, that's true, Miguel. Smoke. I seen Sal's right. No, that's funny as hell. Sorry. Uh, Docs. Me just smoke you fucked up. You negative
Mink.
prick. I know you knew you would chase him.
Eddie the bullshit.
Uh, but you know the ice cream man always drove a couple extra blocks before he would stop. Oh, that would piss me off.
In 1992, they
Uh,
said you were 14.
in 1992, yeah, do the math, whatever it is. I was a 7th grader. That's how you want to know how I know. I lived in a very Jewish town, and in
In seventh
1992,
grade,
I
you
was
would
in
be 12.
and whatever. What wouldn't do Jewish people have bar mitzvahs when they're
13.
13, right? So that's why I remember those 2 years because I lived in a Jewish neighborhood where a lot of girls invited us to bar mitzvahs.
So that was seventh
And
going into eighth grade.
it's very simple math. 1978, 88 is 10 years. 92 is 14 years. I was 14 years old in 1992. It's very simple math. So you don't even need a
I'm
calculator.
confused.
Why are you? This is like Tony Pizza math here, bro. I don't go get what's going on. I was born in 78, right? If you add 10, that's 88. That means I'm 10 years old. Now add 4, that's 1992. Now I'm 14 years old. So in 1992, I'm actually a freshman in high school. And in 1996, I graduated high school.
2 and a
What is,
hard 4. Freshman would be ninth grade.
yes,
But in
exactly.
92, you were 14.
In 1992, I was 14 years old. You graduate high school 4 years later when you're 18 years old in
Yeah.
12th grade. So in 1996, like I
Oh,
just said, I
motherfucker.
graduated high school. So again, I'm 47 years old. Not why would I lie about my age? That's some gay shit. I've told you I smoked crack off the floor with fucking ended up being paint chips. Why would I tell you? Why would I
Some
be
people
scared
like
to
to
tell?
brag about that,
Yeah, like I like a finger in my ass every now and then for my wife. Like,
That's some kinky shit.
why would I be scared to tell you I'm 47? I'm very confused about that.
Getting pegged,
Wait,
boy.
did
Hmm?
you say living in a closet? I don't know what that means.
They think you
I
said
think
last night you said you were living in a closet.
no. I was, dude. You guys are all fucking nuttier than me, bro. That was the unique racquetball story. I was living in a closet when my mother and the police and all the gangsters I owed money to were knocking on my friend's door saying, Wink, if he's upstairs in the closet, we won't tell him you ratted him out. And they're saying, we're going to kill him and go upstairs. And I was living in the closet because everybody was searching his house. So we had to set up like like a backup room in the closet. Um, and that lasted the 28 days that I was a missing person, where my mother thought I was dead.
Damn. She didn't have
So yeah,
intuition that day.
thank God I looked at this chat. I gotta fucking
No, you don't look at the
uh,
chat.
no, I gotta clear up a lot of this shit. You
I
guys,
I encourage my guests
can
not to
you
look at the
guys
chat. Huh?
listen? Can common sense? What up, kid?
What up,
Can
comment?
you guys can you guys explain? At least admit to me you were all wrong on the math. I was absolutely in freshman year in 1992, and I graduated in 1996. What's so hard about that? My birthday is March 23rd, 1978. I'm 47 years old. If you think I look younger, I'm honored. If you think I look older,
Well,
you're
you don't
right.
have no gray hair. You got a full head of hair like a fucking 5 year old. I've seen 5 year olds with less fucking hair than that. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, what the fuck, man? You
Well,
didn't
I'll
lose
take
not
that,
one fucking strand of hair, not one gray hair. I mean, what the fuck, man?
bro. I think my teeth make up for that, bro. Give me a
Well, yeah, look,
goddamn break.
you can't have it all. God
Yeah,
gave you
like
hair, so he said you
I
can't have fucking teeth.
God gave me a big dick and nice hair. I got no teeth, and actually my dick's only big when it's hard, but it's I got
Welcome
nice
to my
hair,
world.
and trust me,
Yeah.
I was when I was younger and a bartender in these very popular clubs, Bridgeview, Patty McGee's, Montego Bay, Casey's. I was in. I got so much. I'll take a line from Entourage, Turtle. I got so much pussy I didn't deserve. You wouldn't believe it. But I was a good-looking kid too. I always had beautiful girlfriends. I used to get beat up for having these hot girlfriends because people said I didn't deserve them and shit by the football team. The jocks jumped me one, and
Shit.
it's I never had a problem, but you know, I'm not 37. Sally the wig. I'm not wearing a wig. You know.
It looks like
uh,
a wig.
it's a vibe. I'm not wearing a wig. I just don't comb it. That's how little get fucks I give. Like I came outside to smoke a vape, and I have some books on my Kindle I'm reading for school, and I decided to see if you were on. That's all. It wasn't like I came out and you're lucky I put a shirt on. To be honest with you, but that's too embarrassing.
I should be grateful for that. Yeah, it's a new era now.
No,
People don't wear
bro.
fucking shirts anymore.
When you smoke, said how old were you in '92? You said 12. So I was correcting you, telling you, Armand, you're 100% right. I linked 1992 with that bar mitzvah era that I told you about in the Jewish town. So I thought I was 12 or 13. I don't know why I linked those years. But once I started getting really attacked about it, not by you, I uh, I did the simple math was 1978 to 88 plus 4 is 92. I'm 14 years old, so that's a freshman in high school. But Armand, you're 100% right on that. I apologize if I attacked you in any way. What else we got? What else we got? Who else wants to call my fucking bluffs? Yeah, let's see. Smoke. He
Shit.
wanted to look like Johan. I don't know who that is. Thank you for wearing your shirt. You're very welcome. Pete. Sal is good at math. He's a very fart smeller. There's a joke in my world that I fart dead people, bro. You don't want to be around me when I fart, bro.
You shot dead people?
I fart dead people.
Oh,
My
you
my
fart dead. Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Rancid,
Thank
rotten farts, huh?
you for wearing your shirt again. That's all.
Getting
A
pegged,
lot
boy.
of people. That's the most comments I got all night. Thank you for wearing your shirt. Jesus Christ. Uh,
We
and
appreciate that
smoke.
around here.
What else? What else? Pete, thank you for wearing your shirt. What else? I think this is going to be R-rated. No, bro. When you smoke, yeah, Armand. I apologize to you already.
Yeah, you better be
He's
sorry,
got
boy.
good. He's got good stories, a la Tony Pizza, Steve the Gypsy. If you think if you compare me to anything to do with Tony Pizza, man, like this literally is officially a waste of my time. I mean, you think? Did I tell you I knew? Did I tell you I knew anybody? Last night you asked me if I knew PD Pasta. I said absolutely not. How many people did you ask me if I knew that? I said no, I did not know them. Did I tell you a million times my story is 80% drug dealing, maybe 20% mob, and really the main mob guy is Peter Zuccaro. Common sense, back me up here, man. You always fucking have the logic. I'm have not told one lie, including how many teeth I have in my mouth since I've been on here. Um,
Have you ever taken a global plea?
have I
Did
ever
you?
taken?
Did you?
I've never been in a position where I've been offered a global plea. Like I said, I'm not a gangster. I mean, I've never had to allocute. I've never had to
No
take a global
302s?
plea. Never had to sign a 302, clean for a day. Those things didn't happen for me. I'm not a gangster. I'm a drug dealer. Um, are
I'm
you in
just,
a tent right now? No, I'm in my backyard. Uh,
do you own a tent?
no, but it's
All
funny.
right, good.
We just talked about it, taking my son to this monster truck thing, and it's a sleepover, and I am supposed to get a tent. You did mention Carmine. Hold on, I want to.
Yeah. God damn it, pressing the wrong button again, man. Worried about the chat. I told him stop reading the goddamn chat, man. Pressing the wrong buttons and shit. I want to hear about the monster truck show. That shit's expensive, right? I think I looked into it, man. It's expensive to go to that shit. I want to take my kid to that. Take him to a monster truck show, man. Then I looked into that. They went like $300 a fucking ticket or something. $200 ticket. I thought it was fucking rednecks getting like drunk over there. Fucking maybe $20, $25 a ticket or some shit to see some bullshit, fucking derby bullshit. Motherfuckers want like fucking $300 a ticket. Anyway, hold on.
Jesus Christ, I feel bad for the people that don't stay on to defend themselves, bro. I just got told I did mention one dead guy already about mentioning Carmine Persico.
You did.
Do you know how many Carmine Persicos there are on Long Island related to
Oh,
Carmine
so
Sr.?
you didn't clarify that.
Carmine, listen to me. Teddy Persico is this guy they're saying is going to come out and be boss, and the Colombo guy who's doing 6 years right now. His stepbrother is named Carmine L. Persico. He grew up in Baldwin, right, which is next town over from me. I
Yeah.
know him
Used to
very
get
well.
pussy on Baldwin.
And
Yeah.
also, the guy that was with Sean Persico, I don't know how he is related to them. I can't put his, I could put Carmine L as a half brother. I don't know how the other Carmine Persico is related to them. The guy I said that wears flannels and jeans at Dotachi, but that guy
Yeah.
also is named Carmine Persico, 100%.
Damn.
So, like, you're saying you're losing patience with me. I'm losing patience with you, motherfucker, whoever wrote that, because I'm doing nothing but telling you the truth, and you're all
No,
just
no,
making shit up.
no, because you keep
Like, yeah,
fucking pressing the
like,
wrong
yeah,
button.
I know every little thing. There's not one person in the planet, including Jeff Hu and Scott B, and I can't think of one human being
Burby,
that knows more
Scott
about mob.
Burberry.
Listen to me. That knows more about mob history than me. On top of living the street life, and how many institutions I've been to. All I did was read. You cannot give me a mob book I haven't read. So on top of all the street
Did you
knowledge
read
I
Malcolm
have,
X?
I no, I haven't. I know who everyone is. If you think I'm dumb enough not to know that Carmine Persico was probably the spent the least amount of time on the streets out of any boss in the world, even the Columbos. I'm not a fucking moron. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know who Carmine Persico is. Did you know this? How about this? I'll give you the fun fact, and you guys can all fact check me, and we'll meet back tomorrow. Vic Arena's fifth son is my best friend. Okay, I'm not even going to name his first name. He was young when the war was out. His two older brothers were made men with Vic Arena. He was in a war with the Persicos, right? It was the Persicos versus the Arenas. They were best. Those families were so close. I was there. That the guy Carmine Sessa was so close with Vic Arena, not Greg De Palma and not Persico. He was such a kiss ass to Vic Arena that every time we wanted to go out on the boat as kids, Vic Arena Sr. used to say, sorry, Uncle Carmine's on it. And he would take the boat out by himself every day with some chicks. Like, people don't know that. The Persicos and the Arenas were they were not blood cousins, but they were closer than any family I've ever seen. And not many people report that and know that. which is why it was so crazy when Vic pulled up to his house and saw Carmine Sessa in the car that was going to hit him. And anyone who wants to fact check me on it, I know the granddaughter of the Arena family is accessible, because she was just on one of the shows being interviewed. I think Jeff Nadeau, and I can bring on the fifth youngest son of Vic Arena Senior. I've been in the car a million times when Vic Arena Senior has been on the phone with his son, and so you drop names. Hey, good on
Shut
you,
up.
pal.
Stop reading the fucking chat.
No, I'm saying though, what name did I drop? Carmine says is a rat. Vic Arena's in jail doing 100 years. He's about to die, like literally within months. I still didn't name the youngest Arena kid because he's never been named. And who else did I name? I don't get it. I said Greg De Palma. He's a rat too. I said the Persicos are best friends with the Arenas. They spent all summers together at a beach club. I was there literally. I lived that life with them, and I got a place that's only a few blocks away from where me.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying to you is, has many people reported on that? No. I'm reporting on it right now, and anyone who wants to call me out on it, I can have this youngest son of Vic Arena on here tomorrow night, and it'll add plenty of views to your show. Trust.
Nice. The
And the small world, my pizza maker Raphael, he married his Patrizia, which is the granddaughter of uh, Vic Arena Senior, and
oh shit.
the niece of my friend, and it's just a small world
Damn.
like that. Um,
Patrizia.
but the two brothers that went to jail for a short amount of time with, where they were made with the father, Vic Senior. That
Yeah.
one's name is Vic Junior and one's name is John Junior. They You have to give them credit where credit's due. I can vouch for this personally. They got out of the life. They moved down south. They have a house with a pool. They cut their own grass. They have a good life. They had a few bucks left over. But yeah, tough crowd tonight, Armand. I appreciate you
You're
saying that,
telling me.
man.
God damn it.
Thank you, Armand. I respect what you just said, man. I felt like you're on our team a little bit. All good, Sal. I'm pulling your chain. Stop reading the chat. Who's that? Oh, Emmett Steve. I like him too, though. So yeah, so I just want anyone to fact check that, because you won't hear Jeff Nadeau report that. You won't hear Scott Bernstein report that. Hell, you won't even hear Gene Borello and Hootie report that.
That's
So I'll
right.
give you. So not only do I want to give you some other stuff, I'll give
Yeah.
you that shit right off the jump. A fucking freebie. No, I'm just kidding. I would never charge anything. This is therapy for me. Um, Come on, what up, brother? Man, who else? Who else? I gotta go back in the
You gotta
comments. Hold
scroll
on.
up, man. Read the negative comments. Come on.
They might do a show on it tomorrow. Common sense. Who?
All the shit you talking, man. The neo-Nazi trolls are gonna make a show now.
Oh, fuck the trolls. I don't even care. I use my fucking real phone number. I fucking
Damn.
almost use my real name. I'm not gonna lie. I have a little fakeness to my name, but most of it's real.
Yeah.
Um, Common sense. PWSP. What does that mean? Is that towards
That means
anything?
what's up.
Oh, because common sense is the man, and I'll answer any question he has, and I guarantee he uh, has an open enough mind to understand anything I say,
He might
because he
expose your lies, man. He might break it down.
no, he'll look into them and
He's
fact
got the
check me,
transcripts.
and trust me, I know he does. That's how I know he'll have my back. Trust me. And I like Frank best. He's on point and real. Who's Frank? For the yellow? He's drunk all the time. I don't fuck that.
Hey,
Frank's
what
too
would you say,
drunk.
boy?
Frank didn't even remember me last time I was on the show. He was so drunk.
Is that why you're mad? Are you mad at
No, but
Frank now?
they're saying I like Frank the best. He's on
Yeah.
point and real. What did I say that wasn't real? I never claimed to be a
Y-
gangster. I never said it. I said I was a drug dealer in the '90s. That's all. I don't know. I don't know why people are turning this into some kind of like me being a Tony Pizza thing. Who's Andrew? Common sense. Andrew is the third to youngest brother or the fourth to youngest brother. He is a guy who went public. Andrew Arena is a guy who helped with the book. He goes on talk shows. He's like the family spokesperson. And then there is Andrew's little brother, who also has been arrested. All right, but it just wasn't mob related, and they didn't say anything about the mob in the New York Times article. But he was part of the DMN stockbroker shit, and he did. I was at his coming home dinner at Il Cortile on Mulberry Street, um, for whatever. You
Yeah,
can tell if someone's BSing. No one gonna admit to smoking paint chips and be lying about some nonsense. LOL. Common sense. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So yeah, there was a younger brother. He did get arrested. It was not for mob shit, but it was did have to do with stock fraud. He did a very short amount of time in jail. And when he came home, we took him out to dinner, and then he opened a company, and we worked for him a little bit, an MCA company, and then they all moved on me to Florida, and I barely talked to any of my only friends left. Sal, we're losing patience with you. Okay, so that my dad took me to Monster Truck one time. Common, his story seemed legit. Steve the Gypsy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're all right, Sally boy. Everybody over here likes you. McGill Gorilla, thank you very much, my friend. He definitely ain't no Tony Pizza. Common sense. Thank you again. Just breaking balls. You did mention Carmen. So this is what I got mad at. You did mention. Oh, I didn't know that was you who wrote that, Carmen. Carmen. I didn't. I wouldn't have got mad. You did mention Carmine Persico, so you did have one dead guy in your story. LOL. So again, I wasn't being mean to you, Carmen. I thought a troll wrote that, but
you motherfucker.
there's a lot of. What's the matter?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, so
I just wanted to call
yeah,
you a motherfucker for
so
getting it confused.
there's a lot of Carmine Persicos in that family. Just like there's a lot of Tonys in certain families and a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
Joeys in certain families. A lot of Peter Pauls and whatever. Sal's good at math. Oh, we
and
went over
John.
that. Smoke Sally Ruggs. Common sense. You know what's funny is who's Sally Ruggs? Because
That's you.
uh, my nickname is Ruggs. That's one of my nicknames,
Wow,
and that's fucking very strange that you just said that, and that's
he's
fucking
heard of
hilarious.
you before.
You might be looking up my paperwork right now.
He's looking it up
Did you
already. He
ever hit?
knows everything.
Did you ever? Yo, Biggie Small. Did you ever hit the pipe at the Plantation Motel? Yes, I pass it all the time to go to my doctor and pharmacy, and I think I was there maybe 6 months ago. The last time I smoked, I spent like 6 weeks there. We
You just hitting
were
the
my
pipe over
friend.
there.
Wait, listen, it's a Plantation Motel is a place you go to smoke the pipe and bang hookers and do short stays.
Nice.
And you know what else, Biggie Smalls? He My friend that I was meeting there, he was living in his car and he was grilling a grilled cheese on his heater in his car,
Oh no.
and the BSO pulled up, the Bureau of Special Operations, the undercover cops, and he got caught with like a bunch of Roxys and they pulled him away. Um, no, bro. When Smoke said how old you were, no, we went over that.
He was
He's got
grilling
good
bologna
stories.
on his fucking radiator.
No, like a cheese sandwich or maybe a slice of pizza. I don't remember
Oh
what it
my
was.
god.
I was in a room like a normal person.
He's making grilled
Maybe
cheese out
Sal's 37 with a dick. No, I'm 47. Sal might be a mess, but he can read and do math. He's doing better than 90% of people on YouTube. LOL. Thanks, Carmen. I love this guy, Carmen. He's always right.
there. Yeah, he's the best.
Sally Jobs, smoking paint chips. That explains it. Yes.
Smoking paint
Maybe
chips.
a 57, Sal, possibly. When I was a little kid, I thought I was Henry Hill because of
Oh
certain
no,
things.
that was your hero growing up, Henry
No,
Hill.
no, 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 no. I didn't say it was my hero.
Oh
Smoke.
my
Why you put
god.
now you're going against me like the chat.
I'm
Smoke.
not. I'm
What the
just
fuck?
breaking your balls. I'm listening.
I'm
Go on.
telling you, when I
Explain
was
it.
a little kid in kindergarten and I was all
Yeah.
nervous, or however old I was, they come out in '92, the movie. I don't remember, but I remember that when I watched that movie for the first time, there was a lot of correlations between my father and the whole like half certain people being half Irish and certain people being happy about working at certain places because they were from the same part of Nobly Don or whatever it was. I wasn't into Italy, the map of Italy, but uh, if anyone does want to see a good show, and Biggie Smalls, we're still talking about Dodici, I see here. So Cafe Dodici was true so far tonight. I
Are
don't
you
know.
half Korean or half Irish?
What do you guys think? What I don't know what that means.
Are you half Irish?
Yeah, I do have Irish in me, absolutely. Who
Because you
picked
said you
that?
identify. No, you said you identify with Henry Hill because he was half Irish,
Yes,
half
I
Italian, all that shit.
I'm half Irish, half Sicilian, and there's also my first wife was from Kalamata in Greece, and then she moved to Howard Beach, but in high school, and her
Yeah.
father owned the Lindenwood. Common Sense. Have you ever heard of the Sage Diner or the Lindenwood Diner? Uh, and then my current wife now is Lithuanian, so my son is Lithuanian, my daughter's Greek. Um,
So you took over the
can
whole
you
Balkans, huh?
now that it's institutionalized cooking grilled cheese?
God damn it! God damn it! Maybe I should just get out of here. You guys better smarten up out there. We're gonna be live in a few hours, 12 noon, Sunday service. It's already another Sunday. This week flew by, man. Week flew by. Summer is quickly ending. You understand, you son of a bitch? Sunday service tomorrow. You all, well, later today. You all better be here. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Dressed in your Sunday best, dressed to impress. You understand? I don't need this adjutant. You understand? God damn it, we're giving you good mob content here, all right? On top of other content too. All right? Giving you real street content here. Untold stories, all right? Real deal shit. You guys are breaking my guest's balls. He's about a fucking pubic hair away from getting pissed off at me because of what you guys are saying. As usual. God damn it. Oh, look, now you're even turning on me, Smoke. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm breaking your fucking balls. I'm asking you a fucking question here. You see? See how that works? Time. This has been happening since time immemorial around here. Time immemorial. All right? Labor Day weekend coming up soon. Oh, great. Even less views and fucking chat participation, huh? I don't know. They got Favara outside of some fucking diner in New Hyde Park or some shit. I don't know. Some diners across the street saw him get bopped upside the head and thrown in the back of a fucking one of those vans, fucking Astro van. Wonder who was in the back of that fucking van, huh? God damn it!
Yo, what I missed? Yo, you know what's fucked up?
What?
Anyone agree with me on this? I, I don't know, Common. I don't know if you know this, but I just finished a class. I'm master in I'm getting my master's in criminal justice and
Oh my god!
political science. But I might go further in criminal justice and even try to pass the bar. And I'm good at tests. Like I have my real estate license. Uh, I have a lot of licenses. I have had my stockbroker
You got your
license.
fucking. Oh, you got a Series 7?
Yes, I have a
You had a
6.3
Series
and
7.
I have life. Yes, and I have life and health insurance 6.3. I have a lot of licenses, and
I'm an
a
asshole,
lot of
man.
a lot of them I signed away because Andrew Cuomo, when he was the Attorney General, raided my office. I did something called loan modifications, and he
Oh my
really went
god.
after them hard for some reason. And my co-defendant got 13 years, and he was busy buying
Yeah.
yachts and all this. But we were under surveillance for 10 months. They watched me work 16 hours a day, sweating. I was taking mad pills, but they didn't know that. So they didn't even indict me. They indicted me civilly. I had a civil suit with somebody that claimed they paid an advance fee to a non-attorney or I don't know. We the way we had to make it legal, because I was very green at this time. I was a pot dealer and I was put in this business because my father-in-law was the president of the NAMB, the National Association of Mortgage Brokers, and he said the next hot thing is loan mods. Let's do it. I said, all right, but I didn't know that you couldn't collect advance fees unless you were a lawyer. But I
Yeah.
didn't know what I didn't know also is that lawyers are not allowed to advertise or something. We had to act as a marketing company for them. And Common, I don't know if you can confirm or deny that. So what we did was set up a marketing company for the lawyers, and we pretended the lawyers did the loan mods, but we really did them. We just had to have a lawyer's name,
Yeah.
because all you had to do was call the bank and be like, "Hey, my name is Michael Stein, and I'm a
Michael
lawyer for."
Stein. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shavitz
So
and Shavitz.
yeah, I'll never forget. I came back from lunch one day, and my best friend, my whole office was nuts. They were all best friends I grew up with. Or everyone's on drugs. It was a fucking shit show. Everyone's selling drugs, and the I walk in and my friend looked at me and he felt so bad, handed me the thing, the thing you don't want to avoid
The
being
thing with the
served.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so and it said, you have all your files, come here. You don't have a right to have a lawyer for the
You got no
deposition.
fucking right.
I was pissed about that,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck. So uh, you know what
You
uh
know.
what what happened was the kid that I was with that indicted with was his father was got killed by Carniglia. His name was
Damn.
Dave not Gebert, the other one. Dave
Johnny Gabbard.
not
Georgie
Gebert.
Grasso.
There's another one. Name of the other one at the diner or something.
Anthony Plate or some shit. Fucking.
No. Dave Dave what the
Hasselhoff.
fuck is his name?
Uh,
If anyone looks up loan mods, 13 years in Long Island, he got sentenced to 13 years. His name is Dave. It starts with a G.
Garino. Some
No,
shit.
it's a Jewish name, I think.
Oh.
Goober or
Gavin.
something.
Gavitz.
Why?
Lenny Kravitz. I don't know.
No. Nobody could look that up, man. Come on.
Nah, man, we
I'm
don't
gonna look
know.
it.
Fucking.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look it
Who's
up,
an
but I'm gonna
asshole?
lose you. I'm gonna lose you when I look it up. Hold on. Okay. I think I remembered it. Hold on. David.
Who's the guy in that movie? Cooley High, so High School High. What was that movie called? High School High. John Lovitz or something.
Guggenheim. Wait, hold on. What the fuck is his
With the
name?
googly eyes.
David.
High School High. Yeah, John Lovitz.
David. Gotham. David.
Gotham.
Golub was or something like that.
Gollum.
Golub or something was his
Oh,
name. David
Golub.
Golub. Yeah.
Gollum.
But
Gold.
the son was a baller, and he invited me to his office, and it blew my office away. And he's like, "Yo, why don't I buy you out?" And I'm like, "Hell no!" And he's like, "Yo, you see my guys here? We don't work. We're going on a
Steve
fucking
LaBelle.
a yacht right now." And this fellow,
Yeah. You got a fucking yacht, huh? Fucking must be nice to have a yacht, huh? What are they doing? Crystal meth on there, boating and shit, having a good time, fucking listening to fucking disco. Ooh, ooh, I like music. Is that what you guys listen to? Any type of music. I like music. Listen to that bullshit. Fuck happened to this guy, huh? What, he got raided by the cops? Oh. How many times is he gonna fucking do this to me, man? I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's been a 3 hour and 20 minute show. I'm gonna cut my losses to get the fuck out of here. We're going live at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Better see some daytime people show up and shit. Daytime motherfuckers. Let's see. Let's check the weather. See what it's gonna be like on tomorrow. It's gonna be the last of the hot days for a while, which is a good thing. I'm ready for fucking fall weather now. Let's get some hoodie weather going, man. Let's get back to the jackets and shit. All right. I'm tired of this fucking humidity. I'm tired of sweating and shit. You understand? All right, hold on. Yeah, stupid purple bullshit. Why they gotta change the color, man? Just because I'm changing the size of the font and shit. Anyway, the fuck you say, Dwayne? Shut up, Dwayne. Thank you, Joe Root. All right, Steve. Good luck to you, Steve. We'll be rooting for you, man. You come back to us soon, man. Take care of what you need to take care of. We love you, Steve. Steve's been here a long time now. God damn it. It'll be a routine thing, and you know, just get it over with, man. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna shove John Lovitz up somebody's ass. Yeah, we're sending positive vibes to Steve from a negative show. This negative broadcast is sending positive vibes your way, Steve. Think a negative and a positive equals a positive or some shit. My man. I want to thank Sal for coming on the show. I want to thank Bella for the support. Also, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Shouts to Fangs for having a membership for 32 months and gifting a membership. And of course, DL. Always coming through with a membership, man. My man. Thank you, DL. Keeping that shit alive, man. You know how I feel about that shit. I appreciate you. Yeah. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed the fucking content and shit. Real stories. Untold stories. I find it interesting, you know. Makes Long Island sound like a fucking hellhole. These are supposed to be nice neighborhoods out there. Some crazy shit going on. You're driving down a nice block in Oceanside and fucking you think it's all good. You're in some cracker ass fucking nice town and shit by the water. Having a nice time. Driving by this nice ass house. You don't know behind that door in the house, they smoking crack. And they're having arguments. And they're ripping people off, coming up with fraud schemes and shit. Is that what Long Island is about? God damn it. What am I gonna do, man? I have to get out of this state one day. I have to get the hell out of here. I don't know where to go. I don't want to go where it's hot. All the cold places, or at least moderate weather places, they fucking They're too woke, and that's too expensive. I don't know, man. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run. God damn it. I hope I don't ever end up in Minnesota, man. That's how I know my life went to shit. I end up on a park bench in Minnesota somewhere. Oh my god. In fucking Minnehaha Park. Here comes Fish with his fucking trolley cart. Hey guys, you want an icy? We only got lemon left. Don't worry, just eat it. That's $5, cuz. Now fuck you. I'm tired, man. Jesus save me, please. Please, Lord. Think this shit's funny, Dwayne? You get a scoop with Sal? What? Yeah, he'll eat some ice cream too. It's not ice cream, cuz it's watered ice. Shut the fuck up. Damn it. Bunch of rich derelicts all over. Must be nice, huh? I gotta start playing the lotto. Play the lotto maybe twice a year, some shit. That's it. Gotta start becoming a degenerate lotto player until I hit big. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna take the one time payment and a lump sum. Yeah. We'll have a good time. Yeah. Hoodie weather couldn't be better. Yeah, I'm waiting for the hoodie weather, man. I watched the last part of Carlito's Way earlier. My favorite scene in that movie is when they're running down the escalator and that guy's screaming, "Motherfucker! Motherfucker! You motherfucker! Motherfucker!" And then he just runs up to Carlito and Carlito fucking blows him away, foe to the chest or some shit. Shut him up real quick. That's another fucking movie that had a great score and shit. After he shot the guy in the escalator and he fucking gets up and walks away. Yeah. Fucking Carlito Brigante bullshit. Yeah, that was a good movie, man. Some of the scenes were stupid though, man. Some of the scenes we could have done without. They were dragged out and shit. Like, his love affair with the ballerina stripper. That stupid music. You are so beautiful. We don't need to hear that shit. You guys just shot like a whole music video for that fucking song. They played the song from beginning to end. Completely unnecessary. You're wasting time here. You know? I want to see Carlito get into some fucking trouble here, all right? This asshole's fucking falling in love, trying to be on the run and shit, covering up murders and shit. We don't need to see that fucking falling in love bullshit. We don't need a fucking nice feel good love story here. This is Carlito Brigante. He's fucking JP Morgan of the smack business. All right? We don't need to fucking see him fucking falling in love with some ballerina and shit. Fuck out of here. Yeah, it was a good movie anyway, all in all. Oh, Dwayne likes that song. You old school bastard. Jesus, you are full of negativity tonight. I feel it, man. I feel it. Can't even take joy anymore in classic fucking music, classic American movies. It's the world coming to. Even chocolate chip cookies taste like shit now. That guy was a stunt man from the neighborhood. Who you talking about, Laline? I got everything, Carlito. I can't fuck. I can't home. I'm in a fucking wheelchair, Carlito. So just kill me, you cocksucker. Yeah. Sad news. Me and Buick don't want you in Australia now. Shut up, Dwayne. I don't know. Buick's pissed off, man. He's out of here. Fuck off. I don't like the way you've been talking on here. Accusing me of being a communist. Just leave. Yeah, great. See what happens when you break too much balls, chat? You see? People get upset. They don't know that you're breaking balls. They take it personally, you know? They feel like they're being judged. I guess when I first came on here, I didn't like that shit either, you know? I wasn't used to this type of shit. I didn't know about this world and shit. He should be used to it by now, though, but whatever. Think this shit's funny, Dwayne? Fucking Montego, baby boy. The commie stuff was key. I don't know. Look, he's got to understand we have a different education around here. We do not appreciate communists and shit like that. At least we didn't used to. Now we're starting to because of this fucking woke shit. But hopefully that's being combated every day across the country, and hopefully we put a stop to it. A lot of institutions now are becoming anti woke, which is good. Going back to normal. This is good. This could be a start. Save the direction of this country from going off a cliff. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting the fuck out of here. But no, I appreciate you, Sal, for coming on the show. Chat's just breaking your balls. They like your stories too, man. And most of them believe you. So don't worry about the ones who don't, you know? And yeah, giving us a fresh perspective on growing up in a shithole. Later, Biggie Smalls. Michael Moore, Mile Boy. Thanks again, Bella. God bless you, Bella. Fucking Dwayne, boy. Fucking Dwayne, boy. Let me catch you cheerleading in Hootie's chat tomorrow, boy. People's watching you, man. He's being watched, Dwayne. You're being watched, boy. Just know every time you pop up in Hootie's chat, somebody's watching over your shoulder, boy. Watching you, clocking you, waiting on you, sitting on you. Pause. All right? So you better be on your best behavior. Don't be in there fucking like, woo, Hootie, hoo. Love you, Hootie. Woo. Fucking having a good time and shit. It will get back to me. It will get back to me. So you better fucking smarten up out there, right? Right now is not the time to be supporting Hootie, cheering him on, encouraging him. You shouldn't even be giving him a view until he atones for his sins. Yeah. Yeah, listen to Bella. Don't worry about what other people think. You can't let that shit bother you. Exactly. Something you gotta learn, man. At the end of the day, nobody gives a shit. Yeah, that's right, Michael. Yeah, baby, baby. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. You motherfuckers, man. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you in a few hours for Sunday service. Until next time. Peace.